Crusher!
Don't believe in aliens and never going to land. Don't believe in cryptids that leave footprints in the sand. Don't believe in spirits appearing from the dead. The only demons out there are living in your head. Dream crusher, the Lord of non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can. Get ready for the dream. A dedicated skeptic, we all know what that means. He's lurking in the shadows and crushing on your dreams. Dream crusher, the Lord of non-belief. If you can't prove it, no one can. Get ready for the dream. A dedicated skeptic, we all know what that means.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Happy Friday.
See that? That was a ghost. That was a ghost moving that stuff. Stop. Oh, there's a ghost hand. You saw it? You saw it. You all saw it. I know you did. I'm feeling good tonight. That's because I was pre-gaming. Put a lot in here.
A lot of what?
A lot of rum.
Hey, Tim.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Let's say hello to a bunch of people that are already in the chat. Chat?
Frat. Oh, my God. Everybody drink.
Oh, I like this game.
Hi, guys. Wandering Wenchy.
Let's see. Mysteries
Chris.
Untold by Michael Burkeen. Jade Kitten's in the house. Jade Kitten, I got to get with you to figure out when you're going to help co-host the show with me.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Were you here for that? You were here for that. Remember?
She won the
She
thing.
won on the wheel.
That's right.
Cree Storm's in the house.
Lance Brights.
Marie Jane Gin Juice. We got Kenny Biddle's in there. I like that guy. He's kind of cute. Kit Ford's in the house. Malachi, what's up, buddy? Obscure Reference Man.
Tim.
Whoa. That was good. I like that. We got Chris Williams is in the house. Cat Mac. It's date night. Going through Loretta Mooney. What's up? How you doing? Caroline Saxby. I think I said that right. I'm going to go with that. I'm going down the list because I don't like missing it. Wandering Wenchy. I know you said that already, but I'm going to say it again. Cool Sky Wheel. Chris 52 is in the house. I see you in there. Let's see. Diane is in the house. Diane Wheatley Ganson. I think that's the first time I said your whole name. That means you're in trouble. You know, when you use the middle name, you're in trouble. Amy's in the house. Hello. Blasterites. What's up? That's a great name. I love that. Let's see. Am I missing it? I don't think I'm missing anybody yet. John without an H is in the house. I see him there. Jay Menace is in the house. See, I'm starting to learn how to pronounce a lot of these names because I know I've asked like 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 shows in a row. Like, did I say this right? Pump is in the house. I see it. Tina JT. Oh, it's so nice to see everyone. I think I'm almost there. I'm almost there.
Jeffrey. Funk.
Jeffrey. Nice. La la. Am I good? Am I good?
There was like
Jeffrey
45
Funk?
people, so I
Oh
don't
my
think
goodness.
so.
Did I say? I don't think I said that many names.
I don't think you did.
But there might be people lurking. A lot of people lurk. I lurk a lot. I usually say like, "Hey, everyone," and then I just lurk, just watch what everybody's saying.
Because you just listen.
Yeah, at work. And now you know what, Beardo, that motherfucker calls me out all the time.
Oh, good.
Like, I'll
Good
say
for
something,
him. Yeah.
and he'll go right up to the mic. Kenny Biddle is listening to a podcast during work. I'm like, son of a bitch. Or actually, he has like video clips that he plays, and there's one about it's Negan from Walking Dead, and he's doing something about tickle my balls. And the video volume is louder than his normal volume, and he'll just turn it on, and all of a sudden I'm like, I hear tickle my balls. Tickle my balls. I'm like, oh my God. Everybody knows what I'm doing now. That's great. All right. Pronounce my last name. Go for it. Linzinski.
Did he get it right?
I think I got it right. Because I remember seeing your name and practicing it when we trained together. Because I was like, how does he say it? I think I asked you, like, how do you say your name? Because I didn't know. Ron. Well, that's not our Ron. That's another Ron.
Right.
What's up, Ron? 2.0? Is that okay? I don't know. Oh, we have an aneurysm in the house. Oh my goodness. Well, wait. There it is. Aneurysm. See, I said that right. Sage serendipity. Oh, so many people. Only real
Get
paranormal.
your taxes done. Don't listen to this show. It will distract you.
Hello. Yeah, don't
do both.
Income taxes. No. Play with us. We're going to have fun. So I got a couple things to talk about before we get into the questions, because it is, wait for it, drum roll.
He's not ready.
No. That one. It is an open mic night, but I do have a few things. I don't have homework to go over. Actually, somebody, Elaine, who's out there, that's all I'm not gonna say your last name, but asked if I would look at an episode of Ghost Lab, and I think it was yesterday that she reached out.
Gerbic.
But I haven't had time. Actually, I was trying to find the episode to watch it, the specific episode.
No, we didn't do the rules yet.
I could only find. Oh shit.
Thank you, Bob.
I could only find the episode in French, and I couldn't understand what was going on. So let me go. I'm all discombobulated.
Yeah, because you're drinking too much.
Let's see. Rules. All right.
Let's go over the rules.
Thank you, Donna.
You're welcome.
My hair is like flat too. It needs to be more spikier. There we go. That's better. Rule number 1 is that you are welcome to ask questions. That's what the show is all about. It's a learning show. You ask questions. I try to give you an answer. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Maybe I have a question or two. I don't know. We'll see. Rule number 2 is that I don't know everything. Please understand that, because I've had too many people over the last week tell me that I have to give them an explanation when I can't, and they don't understand why I can't. And then it's like, I see you're not a real skeptic. Like, fuck you. Rule number 3 is that we follow the Patrick Swayze rule here. Damn it. And that's be nice. Basically, you can be in the chat room and you can discuss things, you can debate things, you can disagree or agree. That's cool too. But don't devolve into name calling. That's all I ask. Don't get hostile, because if you do, Donna will boot your ass.
Yeah.
Forever.
Ever and ever. And ever. You'll never be back.
Forever and ever, amen.
Amen?
Isn't that the song?
I don't know what you're singing.
I don't know what I'm singing either. I kind of just went with it, and I was like, I don't remember where that's from. Kenny needs a reset. You have to drink on that one. see if rule number 4 is that if you do have a question tonight, please do us a favor, put a capital Q in front of it, and that way Donna can separate it from the conversations that's going on, and we can address it during the show. Donna, please, what was that? Encourage drinking?
Don't
Don't
encourage.
encourage the buffoonery. Oh, I like being a buffoon. And rule number 5 is my favorite rule of all time.
Drink up.
Drink up. All
I
right.
think we're going to be doing a lot of that tonight, so make sure your cups are full.
Let's go back to open mic night. And so the first thing I want to do is I posted yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I posted a conversation that I had with a gentleman named Joe DeMar. At least that's how or Demare. Yeah, it's Joe. So he's been in several of the like ghost hunting groups on Facebook that I've seen him on. I know he has a couple videos on YouTube, I think, on a channel of his. But basically, he is trying to pimp out a, what's it called? Silver Ghost Plastic Science Kit, anti-static film thing, where he claims that he captures ghosts, pictures of ghosts at will. Like he can do this all the time. He was in some of the groups and several people, I read that, the dude. Oh, I love Kit with her colorful descriptions. But yeah, I engaged with him just to talk. I had talked to him a month ago because it came up. Apparently, like he was trying to pimp it out, and several people told him to contact me, which is great. I appreciate it. Thank you for recommending me, whoever did that. So he reached out and he said that I'd like you to test this, and if I gave him my address, that he'd send me a sample. And I said, good. Here's the address to send it to. Not my home address, because I ain't giving him that. But here's the address. You can send it to work, and I'll look into it. And he responded by saying, like, yeah, just make sure you do a non-biased test and a few other things. And I was like, all right. I didn't respond to it. I just figured, okay, I sent the address. I answered his question. There was no question in the second response. So I was like, all right, cool. Fast forward a month later, and thank you. Fast forward a month later, and I got an email from one of our viewers, Beth, and we're talking about. She sends me a couple screenshots of her talking with this guy, and mentions me. And the guy's like, "No, that guy Kenny Biddle is too biased. He's way too biased, and he would just like poo-poo on it." I'm paraphrasing.
Poo-poo.
But it was weird because like I hadn't had any other interaction with this guy, and I'm seeing like he's telling people that I'm way too biased and this and that. I'm like, all right, let me reach out to him. So I did and said, hey, I'm just following up. Just want to make sure that nothing got lost in the mail because it's been a month since you said you were going to send me something. And he said that I never assured him that I was going to do a non-biased test. Therefore, he thought I wasn't interested. That kicked off the conversation because I was like, you know what? Like being distracted from doing your taxes, I needed a distraction that day. And I felt like, why not? let's get into this and see what happens. And yeah, I posted the conversation on Facebook and YouTube so everyone could see, not to stir up drama, but just to see like, this is what we're dealing with. This is the kind of person that we're dealing with who claims to sell a science kit, but doesn't know the first thing about science, doesn't understand how to set up an experiment or plan an experiment, doesn't understand the variables involved, that biases are going to be there, but you have to control for the biases and all kinds of stuff like that. So it ended basically like he wanted to play a game show. That's what I got out of the conversation, that he wanted me to test it and test it the way he wanted me to test it. So he was going to send me like a protocol or his method for testing, and I was supposed to only follow that. Then I would get 3 of my experts to look at it, and he would get 3 of his experts to look at it, and they would all 6 experts were supposed to vote, and we'll see who wins. Like that's literally what he said. We'll see who's the winner. And I'm like, that's not how science works, asshole. I didn't say asshole, but that's not how science works. That's not how we do this. So And the rest of you saw the entire conversation, so you know what was going on and stuff. So if you see this guy, I would suggest like don't bother engaging in it because it's just a waste of time. The gentleman, real science is something you vote on. Yeah, I mean it's not a game show. That's it. It's not a game show. And I was willing to test it on my, and I tried to explain it like I'm willing to test it on my time for free. Like just send it to me and I'll do it. And I'll give you, if they want to look at my results and comment and critique what I put out, fine. That happens. That's part of this. And that's the normal method. So I'm not gonna wait till his people vote on it. And in the end, he decided that he couldn't trust me because my organization, everyone in my organization was just out to say that everyone that believes in the paranormal was mental. That's what his conclusion was. And I was like, well, whatever. Bye. I'm done. I had my playtime. I want to move on. However, Beth was also nice enough to, because I tried to look up the plastic, the silver plastic. And I mean, I found cellophane wrap that looks exactly like it. So I was just going to order that and mess around with it. But Beth was actually found the link for this guy. This guy apparently sent her the link to, I guess, his shop on Amazon. And let's share it because why not? So you guys can see this too. So there it is. It's on Amazon. It is the Silver Ghost Plastic Science Kit Anti-Static Film 16 by 24 inch for ghost hunting paranormal anomalies, semi-transparent, reflective, flexible, portable window with clips, top, bottom supports.
That's a
lot, right? And then if we go down to the description here, it is intended for use when looking for paranormal evidence. This allows for some interesting and advanced ghost photography applications and experimentation. The film is flexible and portable. It can be used outside or indoors. Well, that's handy. I mean, yeah.
Whatever.
It's reinforced, blah, blah, blah. If there's small wrinkles in it, don't return it because that's supposed to be part of it. And everything else. So please visit our store for other projects and leave a good review with a few ghost photos. So that's it. I looked at it on my phone at first, and then there was no option to buy on my phone. Like I didn't come up with a option, but as Beth pointed out over here, there is an option to buy. So here's my dilemma. I'm reaching out to the community. I need a little help with it because I don't think he's going to send it to me. Even if I buy this, I don't think he's going to send it to me. I have a feeling that he would cancel my order. So I'm going to try and find somebody to either buy it for me, and I'll reimburse them. Or if anyone out there in YouTube or Facebook land wants to get me a gift, I will accept this because you can buy it. And I'll put the link in the chat just for fun. And you don't have to. Don't feel obligated. I'm not really like soliciting. Well, I mean, I kind of am, but here it is. So there you go. Because I do want to. I want to try it just for fun, just to see if it comes. If I just want to see what it does. I mean, I know what it does. I know what it's going to do and what it's not going to do. John Michael has got. I'll gladly buy it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I have a feeling I do not give him money. Just buy the tinted. But I understand that. Does Dawson have one yet? That's good. So Kit's comment there Cat's comment, do not give him money. I understand, and I feel that way a lot of times. But so one of the best pieces of advice that I got from Joe Nickel like years ago was that if it cost him like $20 or $50 to get something that someone is some kind of magical thing that somebody's selling, he can do more damage writing about it than the $20 or $50 that he's going to give for one time. And I've kind of thought about that over the time and thought the same thing. Like, all right, $10 is not a lot. but yeah, he gets it, and I really don't like supporting him or his idea, but if I can get my hands on it and test it, do what he's doing, and then also show everyone what's going on behind the scenes and post that video, I can do more damage to that, because if they look him up or he interacts with a whole bunch of people, I can, at least when they do a search, my article or video will come up and give them more information. I consider giving money to science, investment in others who may be swayed by this kind of, exactly. That's how I look at it. Even though it's small, but he is out there. I do see him interacting with a lot of people. Toast to Joe. Yay. I do see him in groups, and he is pushing it. So even if it's like the low hanging fruit, it's still, if we can help save a few people from spending more money, like if we help prevent 10 people from buying his product, that's $100 that he won't get in the future. So I'd rather bite the bullet, spend $10, and get you a pack of 10 for half the price. I mean, it's and I guess like I could get the cellophane stuff. I could get just cellophane and do it, but then it becomes.
He'll just come back and say, "Oh, that's not what I use."
Right. Right. So the point, like, and I am I'm what is it? I am a
stickler.
Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She would know. For making sure it's exact. So if I can have the receipt and say, look, we bought it from you. It was purchased from you. This is what you supplied. And we did the same thing. And
then we can leave a comment.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
We can leave a review as a certified customer and say, this product sucks balls. Yeah. So, bye, Loretta. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think that's important. That's important to do. Like, even if it's small and you really don't, and I agree with you. I don't really like giving people like this money at all. But if I can demonstrate for everyone, and I think we'll all have fun, like many of us all have fun watching what comes of it, like how we set it up. And we're not going to show you just a narrow view of the.
We'll just do it live on the show.
We'll do it. Yeah, we'll have it in the background.
Yeah.
We'll just put it.
I'll just shake it.
Yeah. And we'll just have it shaking back and forth, and we'll just stop every once in a while. I'll be like, any ghosts?
Any ghosts other than
can you play
other than Kenny or Donna or Zach?
Right.
I mean, who's going to show up?
Oh man, so that was fun. And there's another thing I'm going to touch on very briefly.
Wait.
Oh, okay. What do we got? Can we talk about today? Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So I want to be careful because I don't want to reveal too much, because it's not all public knowledge and stuff like this. But I want to touch on it a little bit and a particular point. I'm going to be very careful with what I say here because I don't want to be disrespectful at all. But I need to say something about it. So we were supposed to test someone today for their alleged superpowers.
Superpowers.
Donna's feeling good.
No, I'm not. Not yet.
I think so. I think so. You got that goofy smile on your face. I wish you could see it. It's a goofy smile. It's like, I'm up to no good. But we've been planning this for 2 weeks now. Like going back and forth with protocols and making sure things were right and information. And someone filled out an application to take a test. And so today was the day. Today was the day we were going to test them. And the scheduled time was at 4:30 to show up here. 4:30 p.m. Show up here. We'd have an hour to talk to him, interview him, get to know him. Like why he thinks he has superpower. Hey Ben, how you doing? Superpower.
Powers.
Thanks, Adrian. And that was the agreed upon time. And there was a little back and forth because a response that we got was, yeah, I'll be there like before 2:30. And which I responded saying, no, the scheduled time is 4:30. That's what time we're expecting you. I'm not available beforehand. We don't have anyone to watch you because we don't know this guy. on that note, I was trying to do background checks because I background check everyone. I can't wait for the special guest ghost film. So I background check a lot of people. Anyone that I engage with that I know I'm going to meet for the first time, or that we're testing, or that is going to interact with us in a way that they have access to the building. I do a background check because you need to know who they are and any potential issues that might come up. And one of the issues was that there was nothing on this guy. There was nothing. Pressed a little bit more, and reading through some of the materials that he submitted, found out that he had supplied us first with a fake name, which red flag number one. Pushed a little bit more, trying to get the second name, the alleged real name, doing background checks with the address and the phone number and stuff that he provided, and wasn't finding anything. So this is like really big red flag with me. And I brought up my concerns, and I made sure that, and actually, on a side note, I was really pissed because this was going to be the first time I get to use my wand. I bought this thing a year ago, and I've been wanting to wand somebody so bad, like vroom, vroom, just to see if it'll go off. But we made sure that the gentleman understood that as soon as he entered the building, he would be wanded to check for any gadgets or weapons or anything like that. So yesterday, everything was planned. We're good to go. Waiting again, 4:30 p.m. Show up here. Get here this morning, 7:30 in the morning. He's already here, and he wants to come in. And there was an issue with that. I explained to him that no, he wasn't allowed to come in, that he had a scheduled time, that you came here way too early. You're not coming in the building. You're not going to scope out the place. You're not doing anything. You have to go waste time somewhere else. So he did. He went away, and then we found out through talking to him before he went away that all the information that he supplied us was fake. Name, address, phone number, because I did find who all this belonged to, and it wasn't him. And when I asked him about it, it was, yeah, no, that's not, it's all fake. And when I asked him why, he said because he didn't want it, he wanted to be anonymous. I said, all right, that's cool. And he's like, yeah, because I don't want people to know. I'm like, who? What people? He's like, I just need it not to be leaked. Again, like, leaked to who? Who are you hiding from? And that's it. He couldn't tell me anything else, and he left. So we had a discussion about it with everybody that was involved. And because we had no information on him, because he gave us false information, we scrapped the test. And it comes to the point that I really want to nail home here is that I will gladly help anyone, no matter who you are, where you live, whatever your situation is. I will help anyone to the best of my ability. Don't fucking lie to me. Like that's where I cut it off. Do not lie to me. If you come out of the gate and lie to me, you're dead to me. That's it. I know, right? It's pretty harsh, right? You're dead to me.
Dead.
You're dead. Finished. Finito.
You be gone.
Like sleeping with the fishes. I don't know. I'm not Italian. I don't know where that's coming from.
I don't know where it is coming from. I'm the Italian one.
So, yeah, there's more to the story that I cannot. I'm not going to reveal because it just gets a little too personal. But I just wanted, if this does come out, and I think it will be written up later, not by me, but somebody else. The point is that he gave us false information in the beginning, and I couldn't verify whether he had a criminal record. I couldn't verify where he lived. Even when he said he came from such and such a state, this morning he came in from a state that wasn't the right state that he gave us in the beginning. So no idea who he was. And I told him straight up, you're not coming into this building because we don't know who you are. There's a safety issue. I'm not testing you. You're not coming in here because I'm not putting anyone that I work with at risk, because I mean, I looked at him. I think I can take him easy, but not everyone could. And I also don't know what he's got. You know, he had a backpack. Who knows what he's got? But he did come back at 4:30 because he expected to be tested, and I told him straight up no. And when I opened the door to come out, like he didn't rush, but he sped up to try to get in. And
That's because he was cold. It
we
was
stopped
freezing
him.
out today.
I know it was cold.
It was
But
cold.
still,
It was
like,
cold.
I don't know him.
I'm just saying.
Like,
It was cold.
no, back the fuck up. So he backed up, and I explained to him like what was. Kenny, you cannot be considered Italian. Stop busting my balls. So basically, yeah, that's what it comes down to. Because the test has come up, like our CFIIG, which I help once in a while. I want to make that clear to everyone too, that because some people have mistaken like this is my test, and it's not. This is something that's run by Jim Underdown and the CFIIG out at Los
California.
Angeles. Yeah, they're in LA. Excuse me. They run it, and like Jim Underdown is the one he's responsible. He is at the top level when it comes to any decisions with that. And it's slowly becoming that I can help out on this end because I'm on the East Coast. So I don't mind helping. I do my own testing though. That doesn't have a prize because I just don't offer a prize. But I do my own testing and stuff. But again, it comes down to you're honest with me. I will help you. I will work with you. I will try to be as fair as possible and objective as possible. And if we're going to do a test, we're going to both agree on the protocols. So we can discuss it, come to an agreement. Yes, this is a pass or fail kind of condition, and we'll go through the line. Cool. You lie to me, you're dead to me. I'm not going to help you at all. And I will hold a grudge. I totally hold grudges. I totally do. Yeah. Because I think I'm so willing to help you. And if you cross me, like that's the ultimate, that's it for me. Like that's my trigger for that. So anyway, I think that's all I'm going to say. Obscure reference, man. If you have anything to add to that, I think that's as good as we can reveal, just to make the point, because it's probably going to be like mentioned later on, like in the next few months or something like that on something. So like on the website or something. So I just wanted to touch on it a little bit. Maybe the guy had some serious mental health issues. It sounds like he could have turned dangerous. There's always the possibility. And like I've worked EMS in Philly for 7 years, so I understand like different living conditions, and when people are strung out, when they're high as fuck, and when they can be potentially dangerous. I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I've been involved in it, and it's not fun at all. And you start picking up the signs and the signals, and it's like, all right, like this is too dangerous. And it's not just me, it's everyone that works here. Like if I let somebody in our building and then they go batshit crazy, I'm responsible. Oh, thank you, horror. That's so nice. Can use a specialty. I agree. I think everyone should enjoy specialty, especially during the show. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. So yeah, that's it. And like, you can tell, like, I'm really serious about this. I don't joke too much about that because it's up there. It's up there. You just don't fucking lie to me. Other than that, I mean, the day was great. Note for everyone, including Donna, don't be planning a surprise party for his birthday because lies may have been told, and then we'd all be dead. Sleeping with the fishes. That's right.
Yeah, he's sleeping with the fishes.
Sleeping with the fishes.
He doesn't celebrate anyway. He's a bah humbug.
Yeah, I don't celebrate my birthday.
He doesn't celebrate anything.
I celebrate Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
Which is coming up, May 4th.
And maybe our anniversary.
May the 4th be with
you. Maybe. That's about
I celebrate a lot of things. May 4th. I celebrate opening day of the flea markets because that's awesome. I celebrate. Well, there's also there's May 4th and then May 5th.
You celebrate nothing. May 4th, May 5th. What's
Revenge of the 5th.
Oh, Jesus. That's just made up shit now.
It is not.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah,
made
yeah,
up.
it
They are
is.
all made
It
up
is.
holidays.
Yeah, it is.
They're all made up. Anyway, so yeah. What else do I celebrate? I
That's
celebrate our
it.
anniversary
Sometimes.
because we What do you mean sometimes? Yeah, once a year. I celebrate it. That's all we really need to do. Yeah, I celebrate your birthday. I do.
Do you?
I say happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's a celebration.
Get you a card. Sometimes I make it because that's from the heart.
Yeah, it's true. He does make
Boom,
cards
boom,
once in a
boom,
while.
boom, boom, boom. Think
Kenny
that's
is
better.
not a romantic guy at all.
So all you ladies out there,
If you're looking for romance, it
It's
ain't
not
here.
here.
It ain't here.
there is none here.
Oh, wait, Tim, you're so right. He does celebrate his work anniversary.
October 10th.
He knows it
Only,
better than every other date.
only work anniversary I've ever remembered because I love it here. We get to meet so many interesting people that just show up on our doorstep. You don't celebrate Friday night date night? Oh, I do that every Friday night. Are you kidding? I'm drinking every Friday night. I'm hanging out with you fine folk every Friday night.
He does celebrate Friday nights.
I do love it. I love it. I look forward to it.
I do too.
It is really a
It's
highlight of
therapy.
the week.
Yeah.
When I get to hang out with everyone and we engage in good conversation and questions back and forth, and it's really nice. I mean, it really is. I think my life would have that void if we didn't do this Friday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
We'd have a void.
We have a void.
We would have a void.
We have agreed that we would have a void.
If there was no Friday night
void.
show.
No Friday night would be bad.
Yeah, I
'Cause that would
agree.
be-
I love coming in here, and I mean, I know it's a lot sometimes to get through all these comments, but I love reading what people are talking about and
Yeah.
what people are saying, and
This is really like this embodies what I was looking for. The theme of the show. It's your local pub. Everyone's just hanging out. We catch up. I know several of the people that I see in the chat are often in like other chat rooms, like Beardo and Side Eye Guy and Kenny. You must read Joe's book, The Lame Art of Romance.
there must be a special club. Dawn, there must be.
I'm not romantic. Like I don't like flowers. Like giving flowers, I think, is like giving trash. It's there for a day or two and then they die.
Yeah,
and
but
they
it's
wither.
not what you. It's not always about you and what you think they are. If I love flowers, which you know I do, I buy my own, by the way.
I bought you Lego flowers.
You did
They
buy
last
me a set of
forever.
Lego flowers.
I think that
You
is a
did.
strong investment.
Lego
they never
flowers.
wither. They never. They're Lego roses.
And I put
They
them
look great.
together. Yeah, they are cute. They
They
sit on our
look great.
table.
But it's like wrapping paper. Like you're literally buying trash because you just wrap it. That's not the present. You rip it apart. You trash it.
And
it goes
I
away.
love you for it, Daniel.
Wait,
I
always
love
bring
you.
Donna flowers when I come to visit. You shut up, sucker.
He does.
You're banned. Daniel's coming up to visit next week. He is. He's coming up. He'll be up here for
Yeah.
a few days.
And
We're
on
gonna
the
hang
show
out.
next Friday.
I know. Yeah. Next Friday, Daniel Reed's going to be in studio right here, right somewhere around here. We'll have a mic for him. We'll bring him on this mic, which I got to check. I'm going to check this. Hold on. How's this sound? Can everyone hear this? Does this sound good or sound low?
It sounds
Sound
like
high?
an echo in here. Like it sounds like I'm listening to a microphone.
You
Yeah.
should be able to hear that.
I heard it.
You can't hear it.
I did. It sounded like there was an echo coming through it, is what I'm saying, with you talking in it.
Oh.
So I don't know if it was echo
You can't
coming
hear.
through
Yeah,
the computer.
you can't hear what's coming. No, there's no audio that will come through the computer. You can't hear.
Well, there it sounded
coming
like an
through.
echo.
Hmm.
Listen to people.
It's
Hey,
a lot hotter.
that again.
Oh, it's a lot hotter. Okay. So maybe let me see if I stay away because I was kind of close. So how's this sound if I'm staying off or backed up from it and just talking like normal? Because I'd probably have it like right about here and talking. Let me know how this sounds right now. and the mic was.
That sounds a lot
That mic
better.
was so much
Ford
better.
says. Matt Cat says it sounds good.
Okay. I'm getting different. I guess it depends on if you're like on a laptop or a phone or a tablet or something. Much clearer. Okay. All right. Good. So I know it works, and that way Daniel will
Better
have a
than
good
your
mic.
regular mic. Wow. Maybe you should switch out.
So yeah. Well, you know what? So I bought this mic because that was the one that you had that wasn't working. So I have to check. I don't know what is going on. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But this one I bought, and I didn't realize like it's supposed to be plugged directly into a computer, even though it has an XLR connector. It's got knobs on it, and it didn't sound as good, but I use it. It's all right. Just love me the way I am, please. I need love. Hi, Susan Gerbic. Two Plies in the house. I see you too. Inger's in the house. Oh, I see you. Ryonks. Sounds warm in my head. Said, oh, okay. So, all right. So let's see. We're 41 minutes in, and we really didn't take any questions because I was talking. Talking. So, let's do some questions. Let's see. I see we got a couple.
All right, we have a few.
We got a few up there.
There we go.
Aaron, do you know of Graham Hancock and his theories? If so, curious about your thoughts on what he proposes on ancient civilizations before the Clovis people. I do not know about that, and you are going to be first on my homework list.
Homework for next week.
So Graham.
Daniel maybe could help out.
Well,
Daniel will be here next week.
I mean, I can save it for the next open mic night. So unless Daniel knows about it, and if you do know about it, Daniel, don't say anything yet.
Yeah.
We'll save it for next week. We'll talk about it.
Next week.
You can bring it up and be like, "Hey, I came on Kenny's show and I did his homework for him." We have all his books. Oh, thanks, Tim.
Oh, well, that's good.
Let me look them up real quick and just see what, because it might. I mean, I don't know. Oh wait, where'd it go?
You needed it
Hancock.
back.
Wait, Hancock.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's all right.
I think I still have it starred.
Let's see. British writer who promotes pseudoscientific ideas about ancient civilizations and hypothetical lost lands. All right. So yeah, I can look into it. It doesn't ring a bell. I'm looking at his picture, and he kind of looks familiar, but he also kind of looks like other people that I know. So I don't know if I'm just messing that up. So yeah, I'll save it for homework, and then I'll look it over or look it up, and maybe we'll browse the books that we have downstairs.
That might be a good idea.
We have so many books. If you ever come to the center and want to research something that has to do with skepticism or the paranormal, we have every book. And when we don't have the book, I tell Tim
is nice enough to get it for us.
And Tim orders it. Because we have so many books. So many books. Like there's a pile of books right there. There's a pile. All right. Going on. Next question, please. Dun, dun, dun. Inger. Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
I know I've asked that a couple times, but I'm always like Inger. Kenny Biddle. I think gravity is not a real thing. What keeps us on the ground is spinning of the planet. Can we vote on it? No voting. No voting. You're pushing my buttons.
Yeah.
You're pushing my buttons.
That's just to be funny.
We'd be spun right off the planet. Chris Storm. I'm not good with tech, and I have tried to find Adam Kimmel, a guy that an investigator insists debunked your findings on the DR60. All I found was where he called it the Holy Grail. Your thoughts? I think that's come up. Somebody has mentioned him before, and I only took like 5 minutes to look, and I didn't see anything where he debunked my my work or any of my findings. And I will say that my findings are pretty solid. I have all the documentation to back it up. I have the settings. I have the specs from the manufacturer. I did the tests. So if if somebody thinks that something's false, by all means, bring it to my attention. But have your data to back it up. Have something to back it up. Don't just come at me and tell me that my ideas are wrong. Like, that's great. You're ugly. I can say shit too. And
Wow,
I don't need any
mean.
evidence. What?
That was pretty mean.
Well, sometimes it's a knee-jerk reaction when they come at me, and tell me that I'm wrong. It hurts my feelings.
So you get mean?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
You should hear what I say in my head. But no, I mean, honestly, bring it. Show your work. That's all I ask. Show your work. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll make a correction. But you got to actually show the work. And I don't know. I'm going to write this guy's name down again and see if I can find anything else. I'll spend a little bit more time.
Here's a
looking.
backup.
Myself and another person really argued the point about the DR60, but Dylan Stevens insists that the DR60 works and really believes in it. Well, see, that's going to be an issue. So if they believe in it, fighting a belief is incredibly difficult, because if you've been using it and you're basing your use on that belief and you're using it in the way that you believe it does work, every time you use it and get the results that you believe are true, that reinforces that belief. And it makes it stronger and stronger and stronger each time they use it. Plus, you get to a point where you're so invested in it that if you suddenly do a 180, realizing maybe it doesn't work, and you change your mind, there are some people that are worried about how they're going to look, or how they're going to come across people, or that they're going to be viewed as a sellout or something like that. Or they're embarrassed. They're simply embarrassed because if they've been using it for years and then they suddenly realize it doesn't work, it's like all the videos or all the times they've been out and talked to audiences or groups or stuff like that and made bold statements, they look silly. And that's what it comes down to. And I get it. I understand that feeling. It sucks to be wrong. I do not like being wrong. That's why I'm so anal about it. Patrick Swayze, roll out the window. The whole Patrick Swayze role is be nice until it's time to not be nice. So sometimes it's time not to be nice. Like if somebody walks up to you and go, "You're fucking wrong," it's time to not to be nice. I mean, I guess it comes down. Let's talk about this.
Talk about this.
Let's talk about the Patrick Swayze role. It really comes down to, if you come up to me and are nice, I'm going to be as nice as possible to you. If you come up and kind of aggressive, just a little bit, not too much, then it's all right. We can try to ward off that aggressiveness with being polite. That's fine. But if you come up with an attitude, like a strong attitude in my face, which people have done, then the whole nice thing kind of takes a seat to the side and says, "I'm going to take a break over here. Kenny, get your Philly out. Go get them." And depending on how big they are, I'll do that.
And I can actually say, I mean, I've seen people, like Kenny will be at anywhere
Event.
and an event at your table, even not at your table, and people literally like rush up to him and like are in his face and yelling at him. Like they don't care if he was in the middle of a conversation. They just
start yelling.
Yeah, it's kind of mean.
It is, and it takes a lot.
It's rude.
It's really a lot of tolerance to not jump up and to start yelling back.
Yeah, and he doesn't. Kenny's like he'll be nice.
No, I mean, once in a while, I found over the years that two things happen.
Kill with kindness.
Yes, you kill with kindness, because if you stay nice, if you be nice and continue to be nice, it pisses them off so much.
Even more.
Because they're so angry and they're not getting you riled up.
Yeah.
They get even angrier. And two, sarcasm is one of my best abilities. I don't
like sarcasm. I don't like when people are sarcastic. It's
a it's that subtle, dry humor kind of sarcasm. When I slip in a comment here and there.
I know, I slip them in.
Oh yeah, I know. I know, right there. Slip them in. I think it's something that is a necessary evil. I don't like being mean. I don't like yelling at someone.
No, he did that a few years ago before he got nice.
Yeah, yeah. I used to be angry all the time, and I don't like being that way. I don't like that person, so I don't. I try not to be that person ever, and I'd rather just have a conversation, like I've always said, and I'm always promoting. I'd rather have a conversation with you than have an argument, because all that is just two people yelling over each other and nothing gets done. It's a waste of time. So I'd rather have a conversation. But I mean, like that one guy. Remember that one guy in Gettysburg? We were set up, and the one that said he was showing me the pictures.
Oh yeah,
And
he came out of
yeah,
nowhere with the
out of
three
nowhere.
tortured souls were there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dave and Tim were there.
Yeah,
We were
right up
just
to
there,
the table
and
because
he
I was
came
right next to you.
right up, beeline right for me, like with his arms out. It was weird because he's not big. He's skinny, and you know when skinny
No.
guys go like they go like this,
They puff up,
and he walked up.
and he was coming with a purpose.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was coming with a purpose, and he's like, "I got a demon in my house," and that was it. That's all he said. I was like, "Okay, so."
Mhm.
What do you got? And we went back and forth, like, show me pictures. Oh, show me pictures. Oh,
I have the most haunted house in Rhode
Oh
Island.
my God, yeah. That's what he said. I have the most haunted house in Rhode Island. Okay. Says who? You know, like what's going on here? And that's the guy that wanted to fight me. And Tim Vickers had to go to bed because he was all sleepy.
Yes,
He was supposed to watch out for me, watch my back. And he went to bed.
Tim,
I
yeah,
see Tim.
Tim was, security.
It's all right. I told him I was fine.
I know,
He
because
went to
Tim
bed.
was like, "Is it okay if I go to bed? Can you guys handle it?" And I'm like, "We got it. We got it tonight. He's good. He's being good. Nobody's bothering him." I mean, it was late, so it was like, "Oh, we made it through most of the night." Tim goes to bed, and literally 10 minutes later,
Here
he comes, puffed out
Oh my
in the
God.
middle of a party. Everybody's dancing, and he just came storming in.
And he came. Well, no, actually, like the first time he came up during the party, he walked up and he tried to hug me. So that freaked me out. Like I didn't remember who he was because I had only met him for all of like 2 minutes.
Seconds.
And didn't he yell? Didn't he go to like your booth and start yelling about me?
Wasn't
that the guy?
He was talking about you, about
Yeah.
how you, and I was just like,
So
he had no idea that I was his wife.
later on,
He's just like,
it's party time. Everyone's having fun. We're drinking. We're dancing. Music's going. And he comes up and like out of nowhere again, he comes up like this. Right at me. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Put my hand on the chest, stop him. And he's still trying to hug me. He's like, oh, I just wanted to tell you, like, I was the guy that you insulted earlier. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm not mad or something. I forget what else.
yeah.
But he's like, he said that I insulted him. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh, wait. You're what did I call
that
him?
guy.
You're that guy.
You're the guy from Rhode Island.
Rhode
You
Island.
said.
You're the famous the haunted house guy. I forget what I said. I said
Something
something
like that.
Yeah, we had a nickname for him. And
we got a new 2 members.
yeah, thanks, Two-Ply.
Became a YouTube member.
Thank you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, he got mad at that because I told him, I was like, wait, you're that guy earlier. I was like, no thanks. Like you yelled at me and stuff like that. You yelled and cursed and everything in the middle of the conference. I want nothing to do with you. You can go. And he started screaming, fuck you, fuck this.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, here we go.
Tim went to bed.
Another one.
Tim went to bed. Kenny's surrounded by girls because it was
Yeah.
the Peaches and
That's right.
and a few of us non-Peaches were hanging out. And here he comes in the middle of a
Yeah.
Kenny girl circle.
That was fun. But he was also buddy with what's that guy? Sean Austin.
Yeah, dude.
And
I don't say that a lot.
I can't prove it conclusively, but I'm pretty sure Mr. Austin was the one that put him up to it because they were together, they were hanging out, and me and Sean
don't get along.
Yeah, we don't even get along. I don't like him at all. But yeah, this guy was drinking a lot. That's why we didn't really engage. I was trying to stay away from him because he was drunk and just out of control. So we stayed away from him. Talked to the organizer and just said, like, I don't want any trouble. I don't want to fight him. Just if he comes back and you have security, just take him out because I don't want to fight him because I will beat the shit out of him.
Wow.
I said that out loud.
Again.
I know. I gotta stop that. All right. I just sang to him when I met them. You did. Then I ran away. You did. Well, that's our first meeting, Kat. I was trying to fight with a hotel.
We were trying to register, yeah.
Like virtual booth thing that wasn't doing what I wanted it to do.
Yeah, and it times out. It only gives you a few seconds. It makes Kenny all nervous when it didn't time the countdown.
It's a countdown. I gotta do it right. What's that number?
And then Kat was behind us, and I just was like, "Oh, this isn't gonna go well.
It's
Need
like
more time.
5,
Need more time.
4, 3, and I'm like, confirm.
Need more time. Need more time.
Oh, I gotta do it again.
I don't want to start over.
I don't want to stay here. I want to go somewhere else. I want to talk to a person. All right.
That was so much fun.
Isn't it? Wait, Jay Gardner. Isn't that the Patrick Swayze rule? If someone is a major addicted, you're allowed to shout Roadhouse. Yes,
That's
I
exactly
agree.
what we were
100%,
talking about. Yeah,
100%.
there's a time and a place, and
Double K. I'm seeing new people coming in.
yeah, there's
Belfast,
people.
Crafty, nice. Double K's in the house. Wow, that's awesome. Senior Spook Fest, what's up? Good to see you. The first time I met Kenny, he tried to hug me with a fist to my face. Well, yes, but that's a different story. So we trained together. We did martial arts together. So we were training. So fighting was a Thursday night thrill. Thursday night was sparring night.
Spar night.
Like no holds barred, just flat out brawl. I loved it. Hancock used to be on Art Bell's show. Oh, okay.
Do you know Art Bell?
I know I know of Art Bell. But yeah, I'm looking. Oh, fact checking Dibble. What? I'm looking at this Graham Hancock thing, and he says, "What is this? Exploring Egypt, Turkey, and South America." Looks like he's got a lot of
This is
stuff.
going to turn into a.
This
This
is
is
a
how I
lot.
met Kenny.
The first day. Tell me if you've met me. Tell me about the first time we met.
There you go.
John without an ace. The first day I met Kenny, he hit me in the balls with a lightsaber. I love these stories. We were at Mid-South, right? Mid-South Conference?
Yeah, because I don't
Paranormal?
think I was there that
No,
year.
you weren't.
I
think
was
went
there
out
the following year.
with Andy and Tanya Kaiser, I think. I went out there and yeah, we had a big lightsaber battle. There was one, I think that one was inside the courtyard. So there was hotel rooms all in this like indoor courtyard, and I felt bad because we were bouncing off of people's doors and stuff like that. We were having a good fight. It was good. I'm sorry, the court order prevents me from talking about one. I understand Malachi because I got the same one. So that was a good time though. Dawn of the Dead. First time I met Kenny, he gave Joe food poisoning. Oh my God, I did not. That was Beardo. He did that. I felt bad.
John
The
says
first-
Mid-South.
First investigation. The first time I met Joe and Dawn, yeah, we were investigating the Bel Air house, and poor Joe, the Burger King did not agree with him, and he suffered through most of the day and night. So I feel bad, but I don't think I'm going to be allowed back there. So, John without an H, that was like 12 years ago. It's crazy. I know, right?
It's
12
been a
years
long
ago. It's been
time.
so long.
It's been a long time.
That's right, Tina. Beardo's fault. That's right. Whoa. Whoa. Jade's getting all spicy. She ain't kidding. All right. I love it. I love it. Playing Beardo. When I first met Kenny, I said, I'm a big fan of your show. This one. And you looked at me in the eye and asked sincerely, why? Shauna. That was funny. Why? You like this show? Really? I do. I'm glad everyone likes it. I'm glad you guys hang out. First time I met Kenny, he hugged me because I gave him about a pound of bacon. I know. I will hug anyone that gives me a pound of bacon. Oh my God. That's why I'm looking so forward to the Grafton Monster Festival this year. I can't wait.
Yeah,
I can't
I
wait
want
for
some
you
bacon.
guys, for you to meet Kit.
I
and,
want some bacon.
Yeah. Get some bacon. Hopefully we'll have that again this year. That was nice. It was nice. It was nice, a little area where it was indoor, and it was for, I don't know if it was for all vendors, so I don't want to make that announcement, but we were allowed in, me and Daniel, and it was for speakers and stuff. So it was just eggs and French toast sticks and bacon and
Bacon
so
and
much. And it was just a
bacon.
big long table. And you just
Bacon
pulled up and
and
said,
bacon
Kid, I think I sat next to your mom.
and bacon
I think I was sitting next to your mom, who was a darling. She was awesome. I loved
and
loved
bacon.
talking to her. And bacon. Donna is stuck on the bacon.
It's almost time
Is that
to
the gallery? Oh, it's break time. You guys ready to sing the song? I sing it. I don't know about you guys. I sing the song a lot because we go. We both head to the restrooms, and it's like as we're going out, I'm going, "Welcome, my fellow skeptics.
Yeah.
Welcome, one and all. I am the chief investigator."
Dude, I wake up to it.
Oh, I know. I made it my alarm.
His alarm. It starts with
Welcome,
chief
my fellow-
investigator. Yeah, welcome my fellow
skeptics.
skeptics. And then I can't fall back to sleep because I'm singing the fucking song in my head. Like it's his
love it.
alarm.
All right, so we'll be back in 4 minutes and 9 seconds from now.
And now for something completely different.
Welcome, my fellow skeptics. Welcome, one and all. I am the chief investigator. Oh, come along, old chap. We will have a ball. Now, if you will excuse me, it's time to open the mic. Good night. Good night. Can you get over the name? Investigating's my game, and I will have at it. Quid pro quo. As the head of this committee, hunting for ghosts can be shitty, but there is nothing better that I know. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? Let's open the bar and have some questions, alright. Maybe you might find an answer or two. I will find the truth this night and day. And if my name is not Kenny Diddle, then I assure you here I will not stay. Good day. Kenny Biddle's the name, goes hunting's the game. I won't let anything get in my way. Too many fakers out there, too many chefs, too many toe tappers, none of it makes any sense. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? Let's open the bar and ask some questions, alright. Maybe you might find an answer or two. Who knows? There may be ghosts in the machine, but trust me, I am not so keen. I prefer to see these things clearly, not in 144 key. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? If you don't think I am right, let's open my night. Yeah, yeah. I am a skeptic through and through. I question everything, don't you? If you don't think I am right, let's open my night. Yeah. If you have an answer or two, let Kenny Biddle solve it for you. Kenny Biddle solve it for you. The one and only Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle. Kenny Biddle.
Easy.
Hey there, we are back.
Hey guys, I hope you're having a fun night.
Me too.
We really didn't get to many questions yet, but
We
we're
have
gonna
some.
spin the wheel
We
and do a giveaway.
are. I love spinning the wheel. You want to spin it?
I'll come spin it.
All right. Well, we gotta figure out how to pick a winner. What do you want to
Oh yeah.
do?
All right. So how about we'll do the alphabet tonight? I'm gonna
Oh.
pick a letter between A and Z. And the first one,
Let's take that off so you can see it. Okay.
first one that puts it in the chat wins.
So wait, you got to write it down so I know.
Oh, okay.
You
I
can't
know.
be cheating.
I'm not cheating.
We got to make sure. All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I know what it is now.
So I want your letters, no numbers, letters.
Wait.
Malachi.
I'm gonna put. No, go ahead.
What?
Just go ahead. Nah, I was gonna type start in there, but everyone.
Oh
already
no,
started,
everybody
so-
already started.
Okay. Let's see. I know this is like the easiest contest.
I know, right? But I mean,
You
it's
only got
easy
26
for me
choices.
to pick it out. And guess what, guys? Come on. Doesn't anybody have telepathy or
bum,
anything
bum.
around here? It's like, it's in my head. John Michael, that doesn't work. Nope. He did the whole
I
alphabet.
see it. I see it. I see it.
Jeffrey Funk.
Yay!
Yay!
Jeffrey Funk gets a spin on the wacky wheel.
All right,
You
now,
spin?
now,
You-
guys, unless you're chatting with each other, don't write anything to me because I'm gonna
Donna's
spin the
gonna
wheel.
get up,
Okay.
and she's feeling pretty good. So she might fall down.
Now I don't
Just
want to
watch.
miss questions.
Watch for it.
What?
What?
I'm feeling good.
There we go. I'm gonna
I'm
put it up
feeling
just
good,
a little bit. There she is.
All right, guys, you ready?
Here we go.
Jeffrey.
Here we
think I
go.
spin for Jeffrey already.
No, did you?
What did I spin for this time?
Oh.
All right, you want anything but baggins?
No
head.
baggins. No baggins. No baggins. No baggins. No baggins. No baggins.
No baggins.
No baggins. No
Get
baggins.
ready to
No baggins.
stop.
No baggins.
Oh,
No
I
baggins.
think you might be good.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, Yay!
Oh my
right.
god, that was so close.
Woo!
All right, that was close.
You almost
Jeffrey.
got Z-bagged.
I know, right?
I like
I
saying
was
that.
like,
I
no,
just
I
love
am
saying
not being responsible for Zach Baggins and
that.
somebody.
Donna almost Z-baggins you. So close. All right. That was Jeffrey Funk. So Jeffrey, send me an email if you can. We'll get the email down below, scrolling across in a second here. Just send me an email with your mailing address, and I will send you out a limited edition. I'm gonna put that. I should put that on
Limited edition.
there. Poker chip.
Oh,
It is.
yeah,
It's
it is.
mine. It's mine. It's very limited because I didn't make any more.
Yeah.
So it's limited. Can you hand me one? They're up on the nope, over here. Right, straight ahead. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, the tokens.
Yep, the tokens. The tokens. They're poker chips.
I don't know if this is a good color here.
Oh, she wants to pick out a good color for you.
Well,
There you go.
You need to change.
So I have these poker chips. These used to be my that's weird. Okay.
It's not focusing.
I was like, I'm looking at it like, is that focused or not?
It's not. It just
There we
says
go.
never stop learning.
It says never stop learning in the middle.
middle.
And it has my old email address. There it is. And then it does have my Facebook page. But then on the other side, it's got my Scooby-Doo inspired logo. And because I love you guys so much, I'm going to throw in an extra one. I have a few of these because he gave me a whole bunch before he passed away.
Uh-oh.
I got a wooden nickel
Oh, look at you from Joe Nickel.
from Joe Nickel. That's a Joe Nickel wooden nickel. So very special. I'm going to put this aside for you. You send me an email with your mailing address. Let me get that up there.
And
There you go. And I will send that out to you Monday-ish.
just remember not to use the email because it doesn't work. It's an old email.
Yes, that's also why it's limited. Because I will no longer make any more. Yeah, so it's really cool. Yeah, I was able to. I'm going to be giving these out over the next few weeks or so. I was able to acquire a stack of them from Joe over the years because every time he saw me, he gave me one because I think he forgot that he gave me one before. So I have a bunch of them. Now we know why. Oh, what was that? Now we know why Kenny keeps going back to Vegas. It was inspiration, to be honest. Because when I first met Joe, and I think I talked about this when Tim and I were talking about it, but I came up here to see his skepticism because he had all his stuff on display, and he gave me a wooden nickel, and I had never known about these things. I never knew what they were, never heard of them before, and he told me the history of it, showed me a collection. He had a collection of wooden nickels from all over the world.
In binders.
Yeah, in binders. Really, really
More
cool
than
stuff.
one binder. I didn't even know these nickels existed.
I didn't know either. But he gave them to me, and I was like, this is really cool. And when I decided I was going to do, when I started freelancing for SI, I was like, well, I'd like to have something unique, not just a business card, because everyone has business cards. I wanted something unique that would also be something people would get and say, hey, that's pretty cool, and maybe end up on their bookshelf or something like that. And SciCon, our first SciCon that I went to, well, no, the second one, because the first one we went to just to attend. The second one,
we went.
I was a speaker, so I was like, this is like really where I'm coming into. These are my people. This is where I belong. And the poker chip was the perfect calling card. Like that was the perfect thing. And Donna and Diana.
Yeah, we worked on them.
Yeah, both of them worked on it and made the stickers, and we got poker chips and we were able to make them. And so that's been my thing ever. So it's kind of like a homage to Joe Nickel and his wooden nickel, but not mine's a poker chip. So
yeah,
it comes together.
Unique but legal.
Right. that's right. All right. So awesome. Let's see about some more questions because I see we got a bunch.
Yeah, there's a few.
Let's try to get through them. I'll try not to talk as much, but no promises. Kibber, hey, how you doing? What's Donna drinking tonight?
Donna's got water.
She's got water.
I got water. Yeah, that's me.
Water.
This is my second bottle.
Or is it vodka?
No, it's water. But my friend Amy gave me a gummy today. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty good.
She's feeling good.
Yeah. But that was just recently. I mean, he asked his questions at 8:20.
Oh,
so
okay. All right.
at 8:20, I was just being me.
All right. Next. Mysteries Untold by Michael Burkeen. How many times would it take someone to say energy in order for you to finish a whole jug of special tea? So if I actually had my jug of tea,
It would take a lot.
It would take a while.
Yeah.
Because the jug came by, well, one, because we were in Philly and Wawa was the convenience store that we went to all the time. That's where I got my jugs. But I usually would mix it with rum, and that would be like a conference thing. I would go to a conference and be able to walk around or sit at my booth all day and maintain a very subtle yet continuous buzz. Because there was some like the Rhode Island guy.
Oh yeah.
Like I gotta put up with those.
Yeah,
you gotta be able to put up with them and or tolerate. Sometimes that helps. That helps me be nice.
Yeah, that's Kenny's specialty.
The Patrick Swayze role really is boosted by the specialty.
When he can do it.
When I can do it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
it's not all the time.
But yeah, so it would take a while. It would definitely take a while. Because that usually lasts all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't really gulp it.
No. And despite popular opinion, I don't drink every day.
No.
I don't. Like this is when I drink. That's it. Even when I go home.
He doesn't have time to drink anymore.
Yeah.
He's always at work.
Kenny Biddle from Carl. What's up? If aliens have been here, what do you think Why do you think they would come here? I would probably go with the idea of like Star Trek and the Prime Directive, or like the idea of exploration. If they have the means to get here, why not go out and explore the galaxy? I'm a big fan of Star Trek, even though I like Star Wars better. But I'm also a big fan of Stargate, huge fan of Stargate. And if you watch that series, you see the progression of like them building ships and going out and exploring the universe. And I think if we
Had the technology to do it.
yeah,
That'd be
we
cool.
could do it. And if we could get into like subspace or some kind of close to light or faster than light travel, that would be. Are you laughing at me?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just as long as you're not laughing at me, I'm okay with it.
No.
If we could explore other planets and get to other planets that are in the Goldilocks zone and habitable, I think it would be beneficial because we are kind of outgrowing the planet. And, you know, if we could spread out, I would go. You know, I would definitely go. I would say, yeah, let's go to a different planet.
Let's go.
That's awesome. I want to do that. That'd be great to stand on another planet and be like, I'm not only international, I'm intergalactic. Great. Just, as long as they have good Wi-Fi. Because I have to be able to do the show. I'm like, guys, I need the Wi-Fi up.
Yeah.
I gotta
like,
get
hey,
back.
we got Friday night show, dude.
Anger. You make cards for your wife. Show us your crayons. And does she put them on the fridge? Do you put them on the fridge?
No, I don't have them on the fridge.
No, she usually, you
I
usually
put
put them on
them-
the fireplace.
Yeah,
the
I put
mantle.
them right
Yeah.
under the TV. They're
Yeah.
usually out for like a month or two until I take them away. But I
Trash 'em.
save them. I don't throw them
No,
out. I
no.
have them all.
That's nice.
Yeah.
See that? See, you know what? I can prove
What?
that I'm romantic.
Okay. Uh-oh. What do you got?
My wallet, which is a waterproof wallet. I love this. I don't have regular wallets.
No.
Take stuff out. Don't see that. That's a card.
It's a card. It's a card. What's kind of going through?
I can show you that this is a letter that you wrote to me,
Yeah.
like 2001.
Oh, and you saved
I
it?
keep it. See, I keep it. You tell me you love me. I keep it in my wallet, so it reminds me whenever I'm sad. I can look at it and be like, "Oh, she does love me."
Aw.
Or at least she did.
Back in 2001.
I can go back in time and be like, "All right, everything's okay now."
That's funny.
She's getting high.
That's funny.
I don't use crayons.
Sometimes you do.
I use it.
You
Did I-
use like a Sharpie. Yeah.
Sharpies are not crayons, and they come in different colors, like
Or
blue
markers. You've done different markers.
and red and green, yellow. I love it. I haven't used crayons in a while.
I wouldn't consider that being romantic. That's
It's
being
romantic.
it's being
We're
sentimental.
going to agree to disagree. Next question.
Romantic is
Next question.
showing romance to like showing somebody else.
Well, when you're yelling at me and stuff and say that I'm a horrible person and I'm not romantic and
never
anything,
say
I'm going
that.
to do something where I open my wallet up, be like, I have a note for you. There
Yeah,
you go."
yeah. I don't want to be like,
and a tear, a single tear is going to come down my cheek. And you're going to be like, ah, you
that's
are
so
romantic.
romantic.
And then
No,
music
I'm
is going
not.
to play in the background.
No.
And we're going to,
No.
like, flowers are going to come out.
No.
And butterflies are going to come from nowhere. It's going to be a whole production. You wait. All right.
What has happened
Can
to
we-
the show?
What is happening to the show? It's off the rails.
Oh my god.
Butterflies and pigeons. I don't know what we're talking about.
Let's go.
Speaking of celebrations, are you doing anything special for episode 200?
We talked about
We're
this.
starting
I
to talk
keep-
about it
Yeah.
because this is episode 195, so we have 5 more to go.
Yeah. So we're gonna be
to
hitting
episode 200.
200 soon.
I
So
have
if
to
you
figure
guys,
out-
maybe we can do the static ghost guy or something.
What?
The static paper.
Oh, maybe we'll do like a live just outside or something. I don't know. So let's see. Today's the 21st. We have 196s next week. The 4th will be 197. The 11th, 198. I'm hoping, I have to confirm it, but I think Bob Perry, the ground penetrating radar guy that was in my last video, I think he's going to join me on the 11th. I haven't confirmed it yet, but he might be on. So we can have fun asking him questions about that. So 7, 8. There won't be a show that week. 8.
I better be here.
9. So it should be like May 2nd or 9th. It might be like right before our anniversary. If I plan it right. So I don't know.
Let me see.
Give me ideas. I don't know what to do. I've never had a 200 show before, so I don't know
That'd
what
be
will.
cool. We could celebrate our anniversary. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it will, because I'm gonna skip a week. I'll be away for a week, so there won't be a show. But
we have friends coming
we'll see.
in.
We do?
Right before that. Yeah.
We do?
You do.
May I do? On the May 1st and 2nd? I don't have
No.
anything for there.
The 5th,
Oh. May the 5th.
6th, and 7th.
Oh, well, yeah.
Eighth?
All right. Yeah. Shh, we can't talk about that. It's the 6th. It's not the 5th.
Oh, whatever.
So we're fine. But yeah, we'll see. Give me some ideas. I mean, and don't put them in the chat because I'll forget. But send me messages.
Spin the wheel
emails.
for a car. Yeah. Okay. Who's gonna give away the car, Jeff?
What? Spin the wheel for a car.
Oh, on this
200.
100.
I don't know. That's not in my
Wait, are you
budget.
giving us a car? Because we'll take a car. I'm like, but we're not giving away
A
cars.
Matchbox car?
yeah, right.
That's about all I can afford to give away.
I
Oh,
wish.
that's
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
You're funny, Jeff. You make me laugh. We'll be right before Star Wars Day.
No, it's gonna be
I think it's going to be
after.
the next week.
Yeah, the 9th.
Yeah, the 9th. So we will.
We can try to plan on that.
Maybe we'll plan on a 3-hour show, and we'll drink a lot.
Oh,
All right, there you go. There you go.
Jade Kitten.
Kitten.
You said it.
Will come on and co-host with me for the 200th show. 200th show. I'm writing it down. That means it's true. 200th show.
And then Amy says that have
co-host.
people come on and say happy 200th.
Oh, we could
That'd
do
be
that.
cool too.
You know,
We
like
could still do that.
how about we do like the idea like we were doing like when did you meet me earlier? You know, like when was the first time you met
or
me?
like
Let's
where
do, like,
did you meet?
your favorite moment in this show? Like,
Oh,
did you
that'd be
have a
kinda
favorite
cool.
moment?
Yeah.
A favorite guest? What like that? And then come on. I know there's so many people that watch, and I know maybe it's shy, or some of you are shy. You don't like coming on, or you don't want to. But if you have the ability to come on, like, pop in for a few minutes and say, "Hey, this is why this is my favorite moment. This is why I enjoy the show. This is why I keep coming back." Something like that. So, because I mean, if we're going to celebrate something, we really should celebrate you, because this show is nothing without you. And that's the bottom of the barrel right there.
Yeah.
It's the bottom line. That's what I meant. Not bottom of the barrel. Bottom line is that this show is nothing if you guys don't watch and show up every Friday. So I would love to hear from you guys, and every one of you become part of the show. Kenny should fly everyone out to see
Sure.
Oh, sure. Let me get my credit card out.
Yeah. Wait, just get the company card. They'll approve that.
Yeah, I can see that Monday morning. Can you come down to see me?
Yeah.
And close the door. I gotta close the door. That's bad. That's bad. It's like coming to see you is one thing, but closing the door.
Well, maybe we could say, if you subscribe to the magazine, then we could fly you in, and then it'd be part of.
Stop spending money we don't have. Oh my gosh,
That'd
Barry's
be
good.
funny.
I know my boss.
I know.
He's like,
He's probably listening right now.
he's sleeping in a chair going,
What?
"What's Kenny doing? What's Kenny doing?
Right.
Kenny's doing
right.
something." Because now it's like sometimes I pass his office, and I'll have a cart filled with stuff, and he's like, "I don't want to know. Don't tell me, because plausible deniability." All right, that's the way I like it. Barry Carr lurks. He does. He does. He's probably
Lurker.
watching. Make sure I don't get out of line. I love Barry. Barry's a good guy. He's nice.
Okay, so
All right.
So probably around May 9th will be our 200th show right now. If it changes, we'll let you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, John without an H, or John Michael has questions. I can't say that. I gotta say John without. That's your name. Have you seen the 60 Minutes interview this week about the New Jersey drones? Any thoughts? I have not seen it yet.
Oh, homework.
I heard that there was a whole bunch, but I don't know. Did they come up with an explanation for them, or like any conclusion, or is it just like more fear mongering kind of stuff? I'm curious. I haven't seen it yet. Again, like this week has been crazy. I've been swamped with certain things and preparing tests and stuff that we never do. You are required to say John without an H. That's right, John without an H.
Next question.
Kenny, I am going to this Comic-Con next month, and the video where I debunked the medium. Wait, Kenny, I am going to this Comic-Con next month, and the video where I debunked the medium, and she wants to meet me and prove her powers. Any tips on what to look for? This is a great question. So have her first ask if you can record it. That's important. Because you want
that.
You want a record of what's going on, because then you can watch it later and really record the hits and the misses. And if there were questions involved, and if she actually got stuff, or if she alluded to something and either you or whatever sitter gave her the information. So definitely record it. If she doesn't, is it a she? Yeah, she. If she doesn't want to record it, I would say, well, no thanks. Honestly, because that's taking away a control, very important control. I mean, you can still do it. It's up to you. But if you choose to do it anyway, or if she agrees to be recorded, then I would have her explain first and foremost exactly what she does. Because this superpowers like this vary depending on who you're talking to, and they also vary depending on the situation. It's a very situational dependent superpower, because sometimes they say they can see people or see spirits as clear as day. Other times they're like, well, it's a little cloudy and I just see visions. So it might change over time. So I would get them to, in detail, describe exactly what they can do, and ask follow-up questions, clarifying questions like that. Make sure that they spell it out. Then proceed with whatever reading and stuff. And if it depends on who's getting read, is it you or is it somebody else? I would look for cold reading techniques, which is basically them asking a lot of questions. So if someone's sitting there and going, I feel like there's an older woman, and maybe this is a mother figure or a grandmother. I'm not sure. Has your grandmother passed? That is not a psychic prediction. That is asking questions and waiting for the sitter to answer it. So be aware of that, which you might be. I don't know. I'm just talking. I don't want to assume.
Just talking.
Like I don't want.
I haven't cut him off yet. I'm getting there.
I don't want to assume that
questions.
you know or don't know some of these things that I'm talking about. So if I'm repeating stuff that you already know, I apologize, but it's just reinforcing it. But I would look for, depending on the sitter and the psychic, do they know each other? Is this the first time that they are engaging? Because I've been to so many gallery readings, and we've been to the one that we went to. Remember, we had dinner beforehand. It was like a restaurant with the room next to it was where the gallery was, and we had dinner at the restaurant, and we saw the psychic sitting next to us.
Oh yeah.
And she had friends with
her.
her.
Yeah, they were sitting there having dinner.
Right. And they were talking about the last show and everything. And those friends were in the audience when we went to the show. So you have to look for that, because they might know each other. And I've seen that plenty of times where people follow a psychic around show to show to show, and they sit in the front row, they get the VIP tickets, and of course they get readings because the psychic knows them. So look for that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
There's a lot more. If you want to, we can set up a time. Let me know when you're available. We can set up a time to do just a video chat between us, and we can go over this more. And that'll give you a chance to ask specific questions and stuff, and you'll be better prepared. So yeah, just reach out and we can schedule it this week.
Okay, cool.
That's cutting me off. Kenny, where is your big giant Viking mug? Oh, it's right here. I got it. Don't worry. It's got water in it.
I know the other mug. It's at home.
Oh,
the Viking
Zach.
one's at home.
Zach is at home.
Zach, you named him Zach?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's Zach. It's the skull of my enemy.
Oh.
So yeah, I took him home, and when I do my TikTok lives from home at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays, I do a TikTok live for an hour. I usually have this cup. This is my favorite cup. I love this because it's shiny and from Las Vegas. But if I don't have this cup, I have Zach, and I drink from his skull. So, because
you can.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, you ready?
I love that name, aneurysm. Oh shit. Between Iceman and the Human Torch, Marvel characters, whose powers would you rather have and why? Ooh, that's...
You know those characters?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So what does Iceman
Human Torch
do?
is part of Fantastic Four. And Iceman, well, Iceman
what's his
is an X-Men.
superpower?
Ice.
Like, what's he do? Does he touch things and they
Oh,
turn
no.
to
Well,
ice? Like,
he becomes like, he almost becomes an ice person, but he can do frost powers. So he can make ice and snow and freeze things and stuff like that.
All right. And then the other guy, the Human Torch?
Human Torch is fire, the other side.
Oh, so he can
he's
melt
part of
the
Fantastic
ice.
Four. He was Chris Evans played him in the first Fantastic Four movie.
Okay.
But
all right. Well, so
yeah.
if I had to choose, I'd be the Torch because he can melt the ice.
I agree. I don't like the cold anyway.
I don't like the heat.
I wouldn't do the cold thing. I would definitely do the Human Torch because also Human Torch can fly. Iceman can't. And I would love to be able to fly. So based on that, I would just take that. Just frost on the crack. Ice beams from hands. Like you can make snowflakes. That's great. You can make it snow.
I know. Like what?
You know?
I'm gonna melt your snowflakes.
You're gonna make all this snow all over the place, and I'm gonna go ha-choo, and flame on, and it's all melted. Now it's rain. Which you can refreeze. But
thanks
yeah,
for the question,
definitely Human Torch. That would be my pick. I don't like the cold. I am moving. Shut up, Bob. Thoughts on Luis L. Zonda?
Nope, he's already writing
and
it
his
down.
views as the counterintelligence agent who believes that government is suppressing the information they have on aliens.
And I think you need to drink on that one. You kind of stumbled.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I just no.
You stumbled on the name.
I did not stumble. I just whispered it lightly and rolled off my tongue. The thing with conspiracies and with this kind of stuff is that if you have such a big deal as aliens, like alien life, with the technological advancement to reach here from some other planet, which would have to be extremely advanced, far more advanced than our sci-fi shit that we have now. For them to be here and to keep it secret would take so many people. And that's just something you wouldn't be able to keep a secret. I don't think it would work. But
depending on what kind of alien it was, like what if they look like us and they were just walking among us?
What if you're an alien?
What if I am? I am a mutant.
I don't like this anymore. Stay away.
All right.
But no, I mean, I have to look him up. I wrote his name down.
Homework.
Actually, like I have a lot of homework. So
Wait,
maybe when Daniel gets
Daniel.
there, Daniel will be like, "Hey, we got
you got stuff to talk about.
homework to do.
Yeah, we got stuff to talk about
We're
Friday.
gonna look up stuff. That's what we're gonna do when he gets here Wednesday
Yeah.
night. All day Thursday, we're just gonna do nothing but research. Yeah. He wrote imminent. So that book is full of shit. I can tell you right now. I paged through it. I read a few things of it, and especially the chapter on orbs, full of horse shit.
Wow.
So bad, and just ridiculous that people would take him seriously after writing that crap. Honestly, I mean, it should be written on toilet paper. That's how bad it is.
Wow. Okay.
So, there's some of my opinion on that, and I think it was articulated very well.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Hey, Kenny, tell us your ghost story. Senior Spook Fest. Which one? Ghost story.
Do you
I didn't
have
see
a
any
ghost
ghosts.
story?
I don't have any ghosts. Do I have any ghosts? Are you referring to something specific? Let me know in the comments.
A ghost story.
Ghost story.
I don't know.
Do I have a ghost story?
I don't know.
I think so. I'm confused. All right, next question. We'll see
All
if he
right,
responds.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Welch's berries and cherries. I love it. I love it. How often do you get emails from skeptics who claim to have seen apparitions or unexplained movement of objects? So it's not never. I certainly have gotten, and it really depends. Like labeling somebody a skeptic, and I'm not saying you're doing this. I'm just saying I call myself a skeptic because this is what I do professionally. Like I'm in the skeptical movement. I write for a Skeptical Inquirer and all this stuff. So I'm basically like, yeah, I gave myself the title of skeptic, but there's so many levels. There's a sliding scale of skepticism and in people. So, but if it's someone that I would say, hey, definitely a skeptical approach, definitely a skeptical minded person, and they've come to me, they usually don't say that they saw an apparition or unexplained movement of objects.
Noise.
They will say something like, what was that? You all right?
No, so what was that noise? It keeps.
Oh, it was a
singing.
notification that came up.
Oh.
They will say something like, hey, I saw this kind of visual something or other. I don't know. It was a shadow. It looked like a person. I'm not sure. This is the situation. What can you tell me? What would be your opinion? Same with any kind of object that moves allegedly on their own. They'll describe it to me and we'll have a conversation. We'll go back and forth and I'll ask them questions like, where were you? How long has it been on the shelf? Like if it's a book or something, like there's a lot of questions and it depends on the scenario. And we'll just go that route and we'll have a civil conversation about it. And it usually goes very well. There's no pushback there because normally from someone that I would consider more on the believer side, there's usually pushback. You give an explanation and instead of acknowledging an explanation, it's usually, yeah, but what about this? And there's that idea of moving the goalposts because you explain something and they want to move the goalpost back a little bit. So you have to explain a little bit more. But usually when I engage with other skeptics, there is a good conversation and it's like, all right, I give an explanation. Do you accept it? Yes or no? And they usually tell me straight up, like, oh, all right, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. I'm good with that. Or if they don't, I'm not sure. What do you mean by this? It's not, but what about? Or, I don't think so. It's okay, but can you explain this a little bit more to me? Which is good. I mean, that's what we should be doing. So yeah, I mean, I do get other skeptics asking me questions. I mean, Ben Rafford comes to me all the time to solve his mysteries for him. Because he gets stuck and he's like, what am I doing? I have no idea. How do I look this up? I got to ask Kenny Biddle because he's so much better than I am. So
Wow.
I know I'm going to get love for that.
Mhm.
I love Ben. I really do. Carl, do you know how many seasons did James Randi film in the UK? I don't. Tim might know that better than I do. So I don't know how many seasons. Let's see. James Randi television show. So Psychic Investigator TV series 1991. Looks like one season.
In the UK.
Oh, in the UK. Let me see. Is that it? Maybe. That's the only show that comes up. Oh, wait. James Randi, early life, career, television film appearances. Let's see.
It says,
As an actor.
Tim says seasons of what
Yeah.
particularly?
Because it looks like Psychic Investigators was in 1991. As an actor appearing as himself, there is The Amazing Randy. Oh, Wonder Rama. Oh, just like Skeptical Eye. Let me see. Looking. That's not on this list. It's Wikipedia, so I'm looking through that to see what is on here. I'm seeing a lot of just one-offs. Show
Critical Eye. He said.
Critical Eye.
Critical Eye.
Sorry, Critical Eye. Patterson. Let me see if I can find that by name. James Randi. Critical Eye. So that doesn't help me.
No.
It's not coming up.
All right. I
as
don't.
anything.
Well, then.
Well, this is something we'll look into. I think I got so much homework to do. James Randi.
How many
We're
seasons
going to do a whole show on just
did he do
homework.
in the UK?
Let me see. No, it doesn't. Well, it says Australia here. 32 appearances at The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, Secret Cabaret, 70s The Patterson Show.
Okay, it's
Superpowers.
something that you're gonna have to look into. We have lots of questions.
Secret of the Super Psychics. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it because there's so much here. So I'll get with Tim. Randy appeared on Happy Days. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I remember that. I'll get with Tim and we'll see if we can come up with a good answer on that. Right, we're filmed in UK. I'm not sure. I know he did that one dowsing. I don't know if it was a show or a documentary where he had the I think it was like Australian dowsers come in. He had like dug up the dirt and put pipes with water in it and had running water to one of the pipes. It had like the top 10 dowsers in the country come out and they all failed. G'day, Kenny,
Good
Donna,
night.
and Chet. It's been a fun show, but I have to go. Take care of everyone. See you, Jethro. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, good. We got like 17 minutes.
Yeah, but we got lots of questions.
We get to play your song. Do you think you will ever get any more tattoos? I would love to. I actually tried. I was going to get the Ghostbusters logo on my calf last time I was in Gettysburg, and I signed up to get it done, but I got bumped because they got backed up, and I think they took someone that was like a celebrity in front of me. So I didn't get my tat, and I just don't.
Kenny wasn't a big power celeb then.
Yeah, I'm still not.
Oh, I'm messing with you.
Strike one, woman.
What are you gonna do? What are you
Nothing.
gonna do?
No,
I know.
that was the best I got.
I
Right
know,
there.
I got
that
it.
was everything. I put it all into that
Yeah.
one statement. But yeah, I would like to get the Ghostbusters logo. I'd also love, and I know this is, well, you're probably gonna love this one. I'd
Mhm.
love to get the Stargate.
Oh yeah, the Star
address.
Wheel.
Yeah, Stargate.
It's
Gate.
a wheel.
Don't say wheel. It's not a wheel. It's a gate
Okay.
to the stars.
Okay. Yeah.
I I would like to for my fans out there, for Stargate fans out there, I would love to get the Stargate address for Abydos, or
Abydos.
for Earth from Abydos. That's the planet they went to in the movie.
Okay.
I would love to do that. Because that's just cool and just small, like not something that's real big or anything. I did want. Oh my gosh! Remember when the one lady we
He
went to
wants
get a
the
tattoo?
forehead tattoo.
I went to get the Superman S, and the lady that did it, she's like, "Well, wouldn't you want it on your chest?
Oh
like,
yeah. No.
How much?" And she's like, $500.
No, you looked at me and I was like, hell
did.
no. I'm like,
I was like,
no.
Come on! I would be like,
No. No.
Right. So yeah, there's a few more I'd like to get. It's just it's not on like the agenda, like it's not on my
No.
immediate schedule, and
Not going to be for a little
and
bit.
I don't just have the spare money. I don't have the allowance to do it right now. There's other things I want to do with the house and
Yeah,
and
Donna
other
needs
stuff.
a kitchen counter.
Yeah, so that'll be in the future.
But he'll definitely get some
Unless
more.
there's
I
good
will
at-
too. I
good
um,
artists out there that want to get me a discount. I'd love to get something. Yeah, it'd be
maybe we
nice.
should put on like a tattoo
GoFundMe.
no,
Yeah,
no.
GoFundMe so I can get a tattoo.
No,
I need what I
no.
do need is someone to help fix,
Oh, touch them up.
because I got this done a while ago, and I have some spots that you can see like right there.
Kenny
color
doesn't hold
got
color
lost,
well.
and even her dress, it got lost.
Yeah.
And I tried to go to several people, and they said no, they wouldn't do it because it was somebody else's work. So, and the person that did it is no longer in business. So I went to like 3 people and said, I just need a touch up. I just need this part touched up. And they said no, they wouldn't do it. So it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But oh well. But I have those, the Scooby Gang, Donna, and Superman. I have Thor's hammer.
John says he'll give you one for $20.
Oh, all right.
We'll
Is it
take you up on
one of
it.
them little lick and stick ones? Don't screw with me, John, without an H. But yeah, that's for Connor McLeod. I have Rebels and Imperial, and I have the Eye of Ra on my back. So I'd like to get a Stargate around the Eye of Ra. That would be awesome. That'd be expensive. I think they'll be doing tattoos at the festival. Maybe someone can hook you up there. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
That'd be great. Go get some pound of bacon and come home with a tattoo. Yeah.
Pound of bacon.
That's a party.
Oh jeez.
Awesome. All right. What else we got? We got so many questions. We're totally going into hour 3. How does sound cause hallucinations? Oh, that's interesting. So sound is a fickle thing. It's sound waves. And as they go out from the source of the sound, they reflect off of different surfaces. And when they reflect, they bounce back and at the speed of sound. So if you have a room like this, hearing my voice is so much different when you have sound deadening material on the walls, because you take away that subtle echo. We pick up that little echo because my voice is coming out. It's bouncing off the monitors and the wall in front of me, but it's also bouncing off of the walls way over there. It's hitting the wall behind us and the books. Some of it's getting absorbed, but some of it's coming back at me. And that's why we hear voices and sounds the way we do now. And if you go into a soundproof room, you immediately know there's a difference because there's no reflection, so no reverb no reflection of the sound. So with that being said,
My God, you're not done.
strike 2.
Oh yeah. I'm shaking.
So with that said, sound can also go around things. So if anyone ever visits here, I'll show you a really cool audio effect, because I can sit here while Eric behind the wall is in his office. And if he's talking to somebody, because this happened the other day, he had somebody come in, was sitting in a chair. He has his desk set up kind of like this here, and there's chairs on the other side where Donna's sitting, and somebody was sitting in that chair and talking, and I could hear them through the wall. Not too loud, but I could hear them and somebody talking. If I got up and stood by the bookcases, the voice was coming from here, like right in front of me. It was coming from this wall, and it was really cool. I went back and forth a couple times, like, that's so cool. Like, I'm hearing this voice from the wrong side of the room. And that's because the books and the shelves were absorbing most of the sound. But you can't see it, but behind this cabinet here, well, there's a window right there. But behind that little cabinet and the end of this bookshelf here, where it hits the wall, it doesn't actually hit the wall. There's a gap of about 3 to 4 inches.
It goes right into his
coming
room?
through there, and behind that little cabinet here, and travels along here, hits the corner where there's a bump in the wall. It doesn't actually come like this. There's a little, what would you call that? It's almost like a pillar in the corner here, but it reflects off of that and comes back at me when I'm standing over there. And it's cool. It makes a really cool effect. We also had another experience. Joe Vitale and I and Jeff from Boo Productions, we were at the Monroe house, and Joe was standing in the doorway of one of the rooms upstairs, the only door coming in and out of the room. Jeff was across from him this way. I was across from Joe this way. Jeff bumped his tripod. It made a noise as it skidded across the floor. And Joe, who was here in the doorway, turned around thinking it came from the hallway behind him. And it was really cool effect because they did it again. And we confirmed it was that was it. But the sound literally came in front of him. He could see where the sound was coming from, but it still sounded like it came from behind him, which is really cool. And I think that's mostly because it was funneled through the doorway and probably bounced off the walls, because the way the hallway was, and it ended in a doorway. So it bounced around there and became just louder when it hit him. I think that's it. I'm not an acoustics and an engineer, so I'm giving you what I think is happening. And that's my best explanation for it. So feel free to fact check me because you might find that I'm wrong. I don't think I am, though. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool effect. So, I mean, these are simple things that can happen. And imagine if you're not prepared for it and you're in a haunted house and some situation like that occurs and you don't stop to check it and try to replicate it. You might never know and leave there with a ghost story that's not really a ghost. But good question. That was really good. I like that. Could the Drake equation be used for paranormal field? So the Drake equation, I don't think so. That takes into account how many habitable worlds are in the Goldilocks zone. There's a whole thing. And I don't think it would apply. Wait, Drake equation. Argument used to estimate the number of active communicative extraterrestrial civilizations in the Milky Way. Attempts to estimate the number of detectable communicating civilizations in the Milky Way by multiplying several factors related to the probability of life and the technological advancement. Definitely different than dealing with the paranormal field because this is specific. It's calculating how many advanced civilizations should be out there depending on specific factors. With talking about the paranormal, that the paranormal is a blanket term. So it doesn't just mean ghost. It means all kinds of weird shit. So we have to narrow it down to, I guess like a ghost, but then what factors do you take into account? All the factors that people used in order to allegedly prove ghosts exist aren't provable variables yet. There's no information or data to actually support any of these measurable things that ghost hunters say prove ghosts exist, actually prove ghosts exist. So we'd actually have to have a ghost, confirm that is it is indeed a ghost to understand what to look for. And with the Drake equation, at least for an advanced civilization, we know what to look for because we have our example right here. Not me, of course, other people, because I'm not so advanced.
No.
So I hope that answered your question. I'm not sure. And again, that's just opinion. That's out of my wheelhouse. So I can only give like an informal, uneducated opinion on that based on very little limited information.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready for another one.
Okay, here we
let's
go.
see what we do. How many ghosts could a REM pod catch if a REM pod could catch ghosts? You know, sometimes you just have to say, damn it, Bob.
That was pretty good.
That was
That
like,
was
that, right?
pretty
You like
good.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, that was almost pretty smooth. Almost.
like almost.
Yeah, you were
okay.
pretty good on it.
All right. Back to open mic night. We should spin the wheel again. You want to do it
spin
after
it
the
again?
break?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do it after the break. All right.
Yeah, for the people that are left.
Give me a question that's not Bob.
I
I love Bob.
There you go.
Do you find it interesting that older sci-fi shows had things like self-driving cars, and now many years later, so do we? No. Well, interesting, yeah, but
I think we would be
unexpected?
further along than we are. I would expect us to be further along.
Oh, like jetpacks and stuff. Like, where's my fucking George Jetson
Yeah, like
car?
like we shouldn't have to be driving to work and getting into accidents. Like their accidents shouldn't be happening on the road. Like
So I self-drive. So I guess my answer for this is that it's not unexpected, because Star Trek is the perfect example of this. Like the original Star Trek had so many things. Flip phones. I mean, look at the communicators in that show. It was a flip phone, and we have that. The medical injections, we have that. It's a reality. There was so much that is inspired by sci-fi because we see it and we think, oh, can we make that? Can we do that? It inspires a lot of science and scientists to do that. So self-driving cars it's not unexpected. I still don't trust them, especially not a Tesla. And I'll say that based on if you've ever seen the Mark Ruber YouTube videos, and he just did one testing different self-driving cars, one with LiDAR, and then the other one, the Tesla, using just visible light cameras. And
it failed
it's
horribly.
Scary. It's scary.
Horribly.
Definitely look it up. It's something to watch. But yeah, it's not far-fetched. I mean, tribbles. I have a tribble. Because Donna knocked it over today.
I did. I knocked it off. I put it back. Jesus.
Jesus ain't here. He ain't coming to your rescue. He ain't taking the wheel.
Like, what the hell?
He knocked over the tribble. No, you picked it up. That's good. I always like when is it interesting? I think yes, but more in a geek kind of way, because I always find it cool when I see new tech come out that matches something we've seen in a sci-fi movie. And it's cool. It's just like I nerd out or geek out because it's like, oh, look, it's a hyper spray, or there's a phaser, or I'm waiting for a Stargate to open up because I really want a Stargate. I think that'd be awesome. Except I'm still on the fence about teleportation, and we can have that debate later. Yeah. I still think it's killing the original host. So, all right. One more question, and then we'll go to break.
Okay.
If it's a short one. Maybe. Did they say that the James Webb Telescope shows we may be in a black hole? No, I didn't read that at all. And if we were in a black hole, according to just what I know, we wouldn't be able to see anything. Or everything. Actually, after our time with oh my God. What's his name? Oh my God. The guy that talked at the SciCon. Oh my God.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No, the other one.
The other one, Bill Nye, the
No,
scientist.
the other one.
Oh my God.
Brian Cox. Thank you, Tim. Oh,
Oh
my
my
goodness,
God.
Brian Cox. And Daniel, thank you. After his mind-numbing explanation of black holes and stuff, if we were in a black hole, everything would never move. Nothing would move. I don't think we'd be able to see. We might be able to see the stars, but they would never move. And that's just the whole time dilation effect inside of it. It was awesome. Yeah, I agree, Tim. It was awesome, but just it hurt my brain because it was so much. It was so deep. Yes, Bob, I will read that question. Gotcha. All right. Well, let me see. Where's this cursor? All right. So let's go to our second break.
Yeah.
And then we'll come. Donna's like, yeah. We'll do a break and we'll come back and I'll try to answer as quick as possible. I'll try to kick it up a notch. Here we go. Enjoy Donna's song.
In the skeptical helper, there's a guiding star, keeping chats in line. She's the queen of the bar, with a wink and a smile. She keeps things flowing. Divine Donna's on the scene to keep you from trolling. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. Start your questions with the capital Q, so Donna can pose them for you. Follow the Swayze rule and be nice, or she'll kick you out for life. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. Rarely says a word, unlike her hubby. Doesn't let the show run into hour 3. She may be quiet, but she reads all the chats. So say hi, or thanks, she deserves that. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. Rarely says a word, unlike her hubby. Doesn't let the show run into hour 3. She may be quiet, but she reads all the chats. So say hi, or thanks, she deserves that. Divine Donna, watch her keep the show on track. Moderates with flair, she's got your back. With her love, Kenny Biddle every Friday night. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight. In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight.
In the skeptical help bar, she's a delight.
You're funny.
Want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's spin.
Let's do it.
Well, we have to ask something first.
We have to ask something first. You have a
Look,
bunch of questions.
Someone
You
has.
wanna pick the- you want-
No, I don't want to do
No.
that
Okay.
because
let's-
then I have to do too much reading.
Let's do a. Ooh. We can roll a die. Ooh, I have my big ass 20-sided. Look at this sucker. This'll
a
put a dent in your head.
20-sided die.
So I'm gonna roll it. You
All
pick
right.
it.
The
You
first
pick it.
one to pick the number gets to spin the wheel.
Here we go. You ready? Okay. There's the number.
You have to show it to me.
Start.
Okay. Got it.
All right.
All right, guys.
Got
Get
some
your
guesses.
numbers in.
Here we go. I
I don't see it yet.
I don't see it yet. We
Nope.
got a bunch. We shouldn't say we don't see it yet because then it gives them a clue.
Well, nobody has one yet. Let's just come right out.
We're just waiting.
Come on, you guys suck. Let's go.
None of you are psychic. None
There
of
we
you.
go.
There
Wait,
we go.
and
We got it.
finally.
Malachi. Malachi got it. 13. There we go. 13. Good job, Malachi. All right. So, whoa.
So we
you
get
gonna
to spin
You wanna
the
spin it?
wheel.
You want to
Do
spin it
Do
again?
you want to spin tonight, or do you want me to? I can
It's
come
up
around.
to you. People like seeing you
I don't know why.
because you're like this mysterious entity.
No, I'm here. I'm here.
There
Okay,
she
ready?
is. Oh, wait. Let me take this off so that people
gonna
can
spin
see.
it.
Wait.
What are you doing?
I got to put that on so everyone can see it. There
All
we
right,
go.
ready?
All right, here we go.
Here we go. No baggins. No
Pretty weak
baggins,
spin,
no
but, you
baggins,
know.
No baggins. No baggins.
Let's go. Let's
So
go.
solid, pretty, no baggins. No baggins.
Oh,
You
you got a book.
book.
You get a book. You get a book.
So does he have to choose?
I don't know.
Or
I didn't
should-
decide that part.
I guess
it was
not,
more like
because
you don't get to choose. I'll just send you a random book.
yeah,
Um,
it'll be a cool one though.
but it'll be more on the skeptical side. Like I might have, if you're interested, like I have some Joe Nickel books that are old and extra ones that I have. But I also have different ones here. So it'll definitely be a cool one. Oh, surprise me. Cool. So once again, I'll put the no more questions because Donna said cut off right here.
It's
She
been
says
cut off.
Okay.
Dudes, for
But I'm going to put my email out. Do me a favor, even if you've sent it before, send me your mailing address again, and I will ship that out on Monday ish. I have to say ish because it's usually not Monday that I send it
Yeah.
out. I never get around. I usually like think about it.
he'll
There's a
see it on
cutoff.
his desk on Monday
Yeah.
and be like, "All right, I'll do it."
Like when Vance picks up the mail, it's like he usually
Oh,
goes
crap.
to pick it up around
Yeah.
10 o'clock, 10:30, like between there. So I usually remember when he leaves because I'll get up and walk out to the other lobby and I'm like, oh, his jacket's gone. Or the mail bin that he has is gone. I was like, oh, I missed it. Damn it. All right. So let's see what happens. Let's get through some of these questions. We got
Wait, hold
a
on.
few, and I'm gonna try. I think there's
Malachi said that here, Tina JT, she got in right before you did.
she
Malachi.
got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw that too.
Good catch,
Okay.
Malachi.
Thanks for being honest.
They come in so fast. Yeah, I'm
Appreciate
glad
it.
somebody saw
You know
that.
what? We're just gonna send both of you a book.
There you go.
There you go. So
Everybody gets a book.
Tina, send me your address too. Malachi, you send me your address because you're an honest person, and I appreciate that, and I would like to reward that. So I'll send both of you books, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and learn and be smarter and tell the world. You like that? That was
Tell the world.
tell the world. Tell
Oh
the
my
world.
God. Oh
you
my God.
you love skepticism. All right. What else we got?
All right. Let's
Dun,
see.
dun, 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 dun.
Dun-dun-dun.
Senior Spook Fest. Did they? Oh, this is
Oh,
one we
wait, did
talked
we
about.
see that one
we did that
already?
one. Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Did
sorry.
what?
My bad.
There was a glitch in the Matrix. Crazy storm. Could it be with the drones that they were flying them so much, hoping people get so comfortable with them that they stop paying attention and then they can do whatever they plan on doing? That sounds like a conspiracy theory. Oh my
Kinda
goodness.
does.
I think you're trying to stir the pot there, Cree.
Mhm.
I don't know. Like it died down. I haven't seen any news about it lately, at least not in the area or in local news. But to be fair, I have not watched the news,
Right,
Because the news
yeah.
is depressing to me. I only watch it for the
The
weather. That's
Yeah.
it. You know,
And
and
traffic sometimes.
then traffic.
Well,
We used
because
to-
of the snow up
We used to
here.
play this game when we got up here.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
Living in Philly, it was like delays were easily an hour.
Yeah,
Easy
like
an hour.
easy.
Okay.
Like
That
if
was like
you
it.
if you were gonna be late, you were gonna be late.
That's it. Like,
okay.
you checked it, and if it was either like, oh, I'm gonna be on work on time because I got up a half hour early, or
right.
just call out, dude. You're not gonna make it. You know, that was it.
Yeah.
One or the other. Up here, we were laughing so hard every time we got up to watch the news. It's like, oh well, we got a big delay of 5 minutes on the highway, and it's like 5. Where's the 0? Like it should be 50. What ain't even 5? And then it was like
we
a
were
game
laughing so
because they have
hard.
the 3 main highways here.
Yeah, the highest they go are like
the
88
the
miles
90,
per
the
hour.
190, and the 290, I think. I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. And
Yeah.
they show all three, and it was like 4, 6, 5. And it was like, come on, 666. Come on, 666. And I was so happy. One morning, I was like, we got it, 666. Oh my God. But I mean, it was like, holy shit, look, it's in double digits. It's 10 minutes. Holy shit. Our people are okay up here? What are they going to do? Oh, they're all going to call out.
Oh my gosh.
It was so much fun. But anyway, back to the question. Drones. We haven't really seen any. I haven't seen anything. It's not been popping up in my feed, my social media feeds, or YouTubes or anything like that. So I haven't really seen too much of this. And I mean, I think people were just without seeing that news report or whatever that was mentioned earlier. I mean, I'm guessing drone operators are still operating. You know, they're doing their thing. And again, they were allowed to fly at night. I don't know I know there was certain restrictions especially in Jersey. I don't know if they're still in effect or not, but I mean, in other states, if they're allowed to fly at night, they're going to. So I don't know. I really don't have an answer for that until I look into it, do some homework, and look into it some more.
Yeah.
But good question, because we got to talk about a totally irrelevant topic.
Right. Right.
In relation to that.
All
I
right.
like Donna being right there. Wayne Dawson. How is it possible that some people develop special powers after coming out of comas, such as having photographic memory or playing pianos without ever playing them before? So this I would have to look into a little bit more as well, because I don't know of actual cases where they have some kind of special ability that wasn't there before. If you've never played the piano, what's the mechanism by which they would know how to play the piano? I don't know. And I mean, that's interesting. Let me write that down after. Yeah, I think we're going to just have a show of just homework.
I
After
know.
coma,
A homework show.
People with superpowers.
Maybe the week after Daniel.
With superpowers.
I won't. No, I'll be here.
I know that like there was an episode of The Skeptic's Guide to the Universe where Steve Novella was talking about certain cases where people would come out of a coma and they would speak a language that they allegedly didn't know. But I think there were some issues because they had taken that language in like high school or something, and it was coming back to them, and something that happened in their brain neurologically switched it to where they were reverting to that earlier knowledge. It was still in there, but it was somehow being accessed, but it eventually went away. So I don't know any further than that, and even that is just trying to recall what somebody else said. So don't quote me on that.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that one, because like when I took French class, I couldn't.
Oui.
Yeah, oui,
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 oui.
oui.
Oui, oui. French fries.
I
French
couldn't. I couldn't like walk down the street of France and know what people were talking
But
about,
the-
or
So,
speak the language and converse with them.
well,
So
I
there's
mean,
a difference.
during the time when you were learning it, it kind of you learned enough to pass the class. So is
Yeah,
that
my
knowledge still
teacher was
there? Maybe,
he
maybe
was a
not.
jerk.
Maybe it's buried deep. But if you have some kind of damage done, if there's a head injury or something, and the brain starts looking for other pathways to make things work,
I'll start
who's-
speaking French. That'd be
maybe,
so cool.
maybe I have heard of it, and I don't know. Like, yeah, honestly, this is out of my
Wheelhouse.
area.
Yeah.
My wheelhouse. You like that? I
Yeah.
like that word.
Yeah,
It's out of my wheelhouse, so I'd have to look it up to get a better understanding, because I don't want to lead anyone astray with false information. Foreign accent syndrome. Yes, I think that's part of it. That's interesting. Let's look that up. Foreign accent syndrome. I like how Google just knows what I'm talking about, even when I say it wrong.
Yeah.
A rare speech disorder where a person's speech patterns are perceived as having a foreign accent. Oh, that's different. Often following brain damage like a stroke or head injury, even if they haven't lived in a foreign country. So that's wow, that's interesting. That's a little bit different. So you get an accent
That would be cool.
That's pretty cool.
That would be kind of cool.
I used to do like a Russian accent, but I don't want to do that because I might get in trouble.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
you
want to do
shouldn't
that.
do that.
All right. What else we got?
It's an actual disorder.
It is. I just looked it up.
I know. That's what somebody just said in the chat.
That's interesting. So now waking up from coma and playing piano. Oh, wait, what is this? That's actually comes out. While extremely rare, and this is from Google AI, but while
so take it
extremely
for a
rare,
grain.
yes, it is possible to wake up from a coma speaking a different language than you did before. A phenomenon sometimes called foreign accent syndrome. That's an accent. All right. Where a brain injury can alter your speech patterns, making it sound like you have a foreign accent, or even causing you to speak a different language altogether. However, this is not a common occurrence and usually only affects the accent, not the language itself.
That's interesting.
Brain injury impact. Severe brain injury can disrupt language processing areas in the brain, leading to unexpected changes in speech patterns. So I think that's what I was getting to, is that depending on what kind of damage is
Our
done,
brain is fascinating.
it will try to work around. I always find it, and I forget the guy's name. The guy that I think in the 1800s, where he was working mining or something like that, and he had dynamite, and there was the metal shaft that blew. It was propelled through his head and came out, and it was so fast they didn't realize that it went through. And he had some issues, but he lived a normal life for a while. Then I think there was complications later.
Wow.
But he had a whole metal rod, like 3
Yeah.
feet long, shoot through his head, his skull.
Wow.
And they found it because there was a squishy spot on the top of his head where the skull was like gone. And it was fascinating story. Case studies. There have been documented cases of people waking up from a coma speaking a language they had no prior knowledge of.
John Michael
like a man
says
speaking fluent
Phineas
Swedish.
Gage.
Phineas Gage. Yeah, that's it. Thanks, John.
Oh, and then Tim. Good going, guys.
Yeah. So this is, and there's a link there too.
Kit
Experience.
Ford.
I woke up from a coma speaking French. Coma. The Guardian. Oh, interesting. There's a lady. I'm going to put the link in. I'm going to say this so I can read it later, but I'm going to put the link to this article in the chat so you guys can also read it, and we can discuss it later, like a book club. All right. Let's. I got that. After coma, people wake up with superpowers. Okay, I got it written down. Well, it was getting all sketchy there for a second. My video was a little sketchy.
Yeah, right.
Michael Burkeen. Did you know that I'm enjoying reading Haunted Lehigh Valley? Oh my goodness. I just wanted to say that it's very well written. Just I wish there was more because I'm a sucker for ghost stories. So that's the first book that I had published long time ago, and in a galaxy far away. But it was collected ghost stories that I obviously collected from the Lehigh Valley. They weren't my own. But it was fun. It was fun writing it up and telling the stories. I did enjoy that. All right, next up. Cool Sky Wheel. Did you ever find skeptical or scientifically minded people who believe in things that are paranormal, etc.? I'm just wondering if there is a range of skepticism with scientists. So yeah, there are. You can come across quite a few scientists that have different beliefs. Some have religious beliefs, so they believe in in a god or gods and angels and stuff like that, and also demons and stuff. So they have their personal beliefs. I think when that, it's a little easier to separate it because the sciences work, and then they have their personal beliefs. And most, I think, at least the ones that I've engaged with, it's personal. You know, they don't go out preaching it or trying to convert everyone. It's personal. And like I've always said on this show and everywhere, like your personal beliefs are your personal thing. You do you. That's cool. As long as you're not, hurting someone or trying to push your beliefs on someone else. But yeah, I think there is a range. I will admit myself that I do believe in the Force, and I really try sometimes, and
He
sometimes
tries
it works.
with the remote control all the time.
I do. Once in a while, it comes to me.
Yeah, it comes to you all right. Yeah.
She's like, "Here,
Yeah.
I did it.
And he gets all excited.
I made that happen."
Yeah, yeah.
Jedi mind trick. Bring me the remote. All righty. We're getting down there. Have you looked into... Oh my God. Yes, we did. We did. I think you missed it. We did talk about it. Bob came on. Damn it, Bob came on.
Oh, right.
and-
Yeah,
and
we
talk
did.
about it.
You had to miss it,
because
Carl.
he has... He
It was
is
like
that the right thing to say? He
two
has
weeks
it.
ago.
But yeah, Bob came on and was talking about it. And it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty
nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
We talked
very good
about it.
time.
I think
So,
you
yeah,
were
we
even
did.
there in the chat, Carl.
Was you, Carl? What was you, Carl?
Was you?
Wow, that
we
was
talked
really
about
Philly.
that.
Were you? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But we did talk about it. And I mean, if that, I didn't actually look into it. I mean, I looked into it, I think twice on the show because I wasn't sure what it was. I looked it up
and
real
what we
quick.
talked
But
about.
then the second time, Bob offered to come on and talk about it. So I didn't have to look into it too much further. Senior Spook Fest. What do you think of the new Discovery Miles miles deep of spiral secret rooms underneath the pyramids proves that some type of energy system was probably used way back thousands of years ago. I saw some memes on it. I haven't seen any science related papers or reports on it yet. I saw some memes. I didn't look into it yet. I highly doubt that it proves that there was some kind of energy system going on. But we need tons of more information on this. Like I said, I really didn't. I just saw the memes. I didn't see anything else. So let's see. Secret rooms under pyramids. Secret rooms under pyramids. I'm going to read this Monday and be like, what the fuck does that mean?
I know, yeah.
But then Tim will stroll in here with his coffee and be like, oh, that's when they were talking about the energy and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Now I remember. All right. So that's on. Oh my God. I had to start a second column of homework.
Wow.
Obviously, when I say in the beginning, rule number 2, that I don't know everything, here's proof. This is it. Any more?
One more.
One more. All right. Do you remember your first time on camera? And were you nervous? I need to have like a flashback dream sequence.
Oh, he had to show Kenny. Exactly. And it put Kenny's first video up.
This whole screen gets all wavy and stuff. It's like, back when I was a kid. I don't know when. I think so. I mean, the first time I was on camera, the first time I remember being on camera, this is funny. It was for, I think it was Channel 6 News in Philly, and it was for my confirmation.
Oh, really?
So they came to the
came
church
to the
and they
church?
filmed, and I forget the newscaster, but he was a famous newscaster.
Mm-hmm.
And I was on the end of the aisle standing, and he was standing next to me, and they got a shot of it. And my mom especially, was like, "Oh, you're on TV, and you got this, and you got so and so next to you. That's so much." And I was like,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't watch the news. I was like 12.
Yeah, right.
I don't watch the news. That was the first time, and I wasn't nervous because I didn't know they were filming.
I think
at the
he
time.
probably maybe means like podcasting.
Podcasting. Yeah, like, because the early stuff that I did, and you can probably still see some of this on the channel. On my YouTube channel, if you go back and look at the early videos that I did, I was much thinner and younger and angrier. But I did some videos, and you don't get to see the behind the scenes stuff. So, and I'm sure any content creators out there know, like, it takes a while to do it. I love doing live things because I love the raw video. I love this interaction, and doing things on the fly, I'm much better at. But when I have to, I don't do scripts, just flat out. I do not do scripts, but I do like an outline, or I have notes. I'll take a Post-it note like this, and I'll put it up on the screen next to the camera with just the bullet points, and I just start talking. And understand, like, for every 10 minutes that you see me on camera filming, there's like an hour of video that you don't see, because I fucked up so many times, or I go off on tangents and I'm like, what was I talking about? Like, what was the question I was trying to answer? I don't know. But yeah, the first time I was very nervous, and it's kind of silly nervous, because, like, it's performing in front of an audience is much more difficult, I would think, than in front of a camera. But in the early years, it was like, as soon as you hit record,
Everybody's like, what?
I was like, holy shit, it's recording me. And I would stare at it. I think that the first time, like, the first time I'm like, oh, I'm going to do a video. Yeah, I'm going to say this and this and this. Record.
Yeah.
What's my name?
Doing?
Where am I? What is this in front of me? You know, like, your mind goes blank.
That's funny.
So, but I got used to it, and putting myself in that situation, because in school, like in high school, when you'd have to give talks in front of the class, you know, you present your report or your book report or whatever. I hated it. I was nervous. I would sweaty mess.
I don't think anybody enjoyed doing them. I don't think anybody did.
But now it's because I do this show every Friday, and I do other things, like being able to go to SciCon and stand in front of other audiences. Like, SciCon is definitely the biggest when you're standing on that stage with like 700-800 people in front of you, especially when you know, like, a lot of scientists and academics. It's like, what the fuck am I going to say that they're gonna like? And I just forget that they're there. But doing it more and more, I'm very used to it, and I love it. I love being in front of the camera. That sounded weird. Not like I crave the spotlight, but I love doing this. I guess because, especially like now, even though I'm talking to a camera and I have to stare at myself in the screen the entire time, I know I'm talking to people that I would consider friends. You know, like, I know many of you online. Some of you, I don't know what your real name is, and I've never seen your face, but we get along, we talk, we interact throughout the week, you know, other chat rooms and messages, and then on here. So I feel like I know most of the people in the chat room, and that's why we have so much fun, and I'm so comfortable with this. And this helps me be comfortable in front of everything else. So I can walk up on stage and act like a fool and not be embarrassed. So that was a very long answer to that.
And I let you go. Okay, now I didn't even cut you off that time.
I know.
See?
What's up?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, that's good. You need more gummies. I like this.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Amy, if you're watching, more gummies. Because this is good. This is not trying to get me out of here.
Yeah, I am. I stopped taking questions like way after.
We did. All right. I think we had fun. Let me go through announcements for things that we have. Let's see. Oh, we have. Let me see. Boom. Damn it, Bob's announcements. You like that? Look at that. It's like see-through. Ooh.
Wow, Bob.
We got fancy.
Sign.
We got a Boostler budget. We can afford the transparent.
The transparent ghost sheets.
Let's see what's today. Today's March 21st. Let's see what's coming up. So next week in studio. Well, actually, first next Thursday, the 27th. If you're in the Buffalo area, please come out to the Center for Inquiry, because Daniel Reed, our very good friend and contributor to SI, will be giving a lecture called, I think it's Curious About Cryptids. So if you come on out, he's going to do a talk on cryptids and monsters. I think more focused on West Virginia. I'm not sure. But in general, it's a great talk. I was able to watch it at the Grafton Monster Festival, and it's entertaining, both educational and entertaining. So
yeah, and our snow's
definitely.
gone.
And our snow's gone, and it's not
Yeah.
that bad. It's not that cold-ish. So come on out. Come out and visit, and you'll get to hang out
It's
with
still
Daniel.
cold.
Um,
Wear a winter coat.
Then Friday night, the 28th, which is next Friday, Daniel will be in here. I don't know if I told him
Live.
yet, but Daniel, you're going to be in here.
Daniel,
You're our guest.
He's still there.
He's still there. So we'll have an in-studio guest, which is always fun. And then, I didn't want to push that button.
He lost it. It's all good.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. You
No,
try
right
it.
on, I'm looking at it. Shush.
Uh-huh.
It's okay.
There's that air.
So I have stuff in April that I have to do, but that's not public. In May, really important date, May the 4th is Star Wars Day.
Oh my God.
And I will be here
Jesus.
if anyone wants to join me. I'll be watching Star Wars on the big screen here at CFI. Not that I'm announcing it, because
Yeah.
it's not an announcement.
And it ain't gonna be first thing in the morning because you got other plans.
No, first thing in the morning is the flea market opens for the first time.
Yeah.
And May 4th, so I'll be there all morning.
So it ain't gonna start till like 1.
Yeah.
Maybe 2
Well, no,
because you have to
noon.
get
I'll
lunch.
be here by noon.
Yeah, but you have to get lunch before you.
We'll order that. I'll get it on the way. Don't worry. It'll work out. Just come by. I'll let you in. As long as you don't lie to me. And then let's see. May 17th and 18th we'll be at Penhurst Asylum for their Penhurst Paracon.
Yeah.
I'll be there. And then we're getting into June. June. Looks like 6th. Aaron will be in the house. He'll be our in-studio guest. He'll be coming back. He's the police officer from Maryland, right? Isn't that where he is? Yeah. And we did a show together. He came up a while back, and we did a show where we compared evidence, like not actual evidence, but what we would determine or consider to be evidence from his point of view as a police officer and my point of view from a skeptical investigator. And it was really fun, but we didn't get through the whole list. So hopefully he brings
that'd
the
be cool.
second
Cool
one.
show.
June 13th and 14th, we will be in Grafton, West Virginia for the Grafton Monster Festival and bacon.
Oh, and bacon. And we got some pretty cool things that are going to be happening.
Yeah, Donna's got some cool crafts that she's going to show off at this festival. So
Yeah.
if you're in the area, come on down. And then that's it for the rest of that month. And that's pretty much it until like October. October, I'll be in Indiana, Pennsylvania. I'll be doing a talk for the Indiana, Pennsylvania County Historical Society, which is it's going to be a fun talk. It's going to be on ghost gadgets, which is also what I'm going to be talking about at the Grafton Monster Festival.
Oh,
So,
gadgets. All
talking about ghost gadgets and how sucky they are. So that's going to be cool. Oh, and then the last thing I'll say is October 18th. So the week after I'll be in Indiana, October 18th will be the West Virginia Skeptic Camp, hosted by the West Virginia Skeptic Society and Daniel Reed. And it's a one-day conference where he gets a bunch of speakers come together, and usually local speakers with maybe one or two that are from outside the local area, but they come together for a one-day free conference. And they give like half-hour talks or something like that. I don't know what he has scheduled yet. I know he's still working on it. So if you're in that area, which is, I believe, what is that? West Virginia, Clarksburg, maybe? Is that it, Daniel?
Right outside Clarksburg.
Right outside Clarksburg, I think you're going to have it. If you're in that area, look it up. Join the West Virginia Skeptic Society on Facebook, and that way you'll keep up to date on all the announcements. So check it out. With that, I think we're done. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us for 2.5 hours. I appreciate it. And again, on a Friday night, you guys come out every Friday night and hang out with us, and I appreciate it.
We have a good time.
It's so much fun. So much fun. And are you good?
Yeah.
I'm good. All right. We will see you next week.
With our special guest.
Can you read? Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hey, diddle diddle, here's a little riddle. Who's the best debunker? Is it Kenny Biddle? Oh, he's good, not just a little. Not at the bottom or even the middle. Strike a chord like a fiddle. Tasting the rainbow like a Skittle. That's fragile and brittle. You can watch him take a problem and start to riddle the problem away. He does not play. He takes his job so seriously. He loves a challenge and won't turn you away. It's such a skeptic. He keeps those believers exposing the fake. It wouldn't take him long to find a needle in hay. Use a magnet, damn it. Now take a drink of Kenny's specialty. Someone may say that's not for me. To each their own, will be. Man, Kenny's such a skeptic, drinking skeptical tea. Like and subscribe, everybody turn notifications on. And go watch his show and forget about this song. Mr. Wizard or Bill Nye the Science Guy, can you remember? You like Kenny better, so head to the Skeptical Help Bar and meet the bartender. Pick up a drink and relax, cause nobody does this better. Not even close, not even a little. He's the one and only Kenny Biddle.